What's up, everyone? Welcome to Giant Sports Talk Live here on Friday night. Right now, it's just going to be me. The building that Glenn lives in Winnipeg had a fire. So he is standing outside. He says right now he has no power and no internet, but I did get a photo of him outside. So don't know. It may just be me tonight. We'll see what happens. He's going to keep us informed. If he pops in, then we'll know, hey, everything's good. But hopefully everyone is having a great Friday night. One day closer to Christmas, guys. Getting there. Mr. Wind, what is up, man? I haven't seen you before. Welcome to the fraternity we call Giant Sports Talk Live. Yeah, Cubs, you should be happy, man. You should be happy. It looks like you guys are going for it here in 2025. I don't know if you're going to keep them after 2025. But yeah, you guys are definitely going for it this upcoming season. Anyways, good to see you guys all out there. I see everybody, the normal cast of characters are out there. And we'll get into it. Unfortunately, there is no news on the Giants front. Corbin Burnes still has not signed. Everyone's expecting him to sign with the Giants. I don't know what's going on with that, man. I have no idea what the hell's going on with that. I'm sure that news will be breaking momentarily. Toby Fuentes says Bellinger to the Yankees is very. I agree. I would agree with that. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Bregman go that way. Go that way as well. Yeah, still plenty of news. Absolutely, Alex. Earlier today, it kind of got pushed aside because of all the Tucker news. But the New York Yankees, they landed a back of the bullpen type of arm in Devin Williams. Is he going to be their closer? Maybe, maybe not. We'll see how that works out for them in spring training. But it was nice to see the Yankees. They fortified their bullpen. Again, they worked out a trade with the Milwaukee Brewers. Absolutely, Eric. I could do this. Come on, man. I could do this. Ye with so little faith. Come on, man. But and of course, the big deal today was Kyle Tucker being traded to the Cubs. Wasn't quite the big haul that everyone was expecting, right? Again, it kind of tells you that Kyle Tucker is not entertaining an extension. So who was it that the Cubs gave up? Paredes and a couple of pitchers, right? Something like that. But yeah, again, it's a 1-year rental for the Cubs. But again, hey, Cubs are going to have a hell of a season this year. I don't see them trading Suzuki now. Why would you go trade for Kyle Tucker and then go on and try to trade Suzuki? It just doesn't make sense. I get trading Bellinger, because maybe they want to free up some of that money, but I just don't see them trading Suzuki. Joe Boyd says Burnes is not coming. The longer this drags out, he's probably going elsewhere. I don't know about that. We'll see, Joe. We'll see how this is going to pan out. It could be something. It may be nothing. Let's just wait to see when the announcement comes. Maybe it comes tonight. Probably doubt it, but who knows? Ooh, look at this. This just came across 6 minutes ago. Wow. Anthony Santander is looking for 5 years. Woo! Does Santander get 5 years, guys? Santander, does he get 5 years? Whew. Well, we could talk about that a little bit later. But again, what direction you guys? You guys want to do Kyle Tucker? You want to do Devin Williams? You want to do San Francisco Giants? What do you guys want to go? What direction, guys, do you want to go? What's up, Mark? Astros tried to fleece the Yankees. Maybe. I heard the Yankees did not want to give up on Luis Hill. Because that was one of the guys that was being talked about being traded to the Astros. And I guess the Yankees did not want to part. Alex, the Dodgers. I think the Dodgers are pretty much done, huh? Alex, what do you think? You think the Dodgers are done? You think they go out there and do anything else? They locked up Tommy Edman. They signed Blake Snell. Teoscar, where's Teoscar going to go? Damn, that's another guy. I should have put them in the thumbnail. There's a few guys out there, man. Few guys. Alex Bregman, Corbin Burnes, Pete Alonso, Anthony Santander, Teoscar Hernandez, right? You got Paul Goldschmidt. Santiago Alvarez says Tanner Scott is going to be a Dodger. Because I know the Dodgers, weren't they kind of in on Devin Williams too? Right? Yankees did get better. Their bullpen did get better. I don't think they're done yet by any stretch of the imagination. I wouldn't be surprised if you see them get another big bat. Walker Buehler. Yeah, maybe he goes back to the Dodgers. I don't know. Double Tommy John. Walker Buehler. Mr. Win. I think Corbin to the Red Sox. I don't know, man. I don't know about the Red Sox. I think the Red Sox are pretty much done, don't you think? They got freaking Garrett Crochet. They already had a decent starting rotation. Do they really need Corbin Burnes after getting Crochet? If they didn't get Crochet, okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Baltimore Orioles. I don't know. Do the Baltimore Orioles try to come in and try to get somebody? That's right, because I thought Baltimore was going to be in on one of these top starting pitchers, and they haven't. Red Sox still in for Polar Bear. That's interesting. Pete Alonso in the green and Dilly. Liam, what's up, Liam? Dodgers are still in the hunt for Sasaki. Hey, what happened there? Hey, you guys want to go down to Sasaki? The Sasaki Trail? It wasn't that long ago. He's a Dodger. No, there's no doubt about it. He's a Dodger. I thought the same thing. I thought he's going to be a Dodger. Now, all of a sudden, the Dodgers are still in the hunt. So they went from the absolute 100% without no doubt going to be a Dodger. Now it's they're in the hunt. You should appreciate a guy like Walker. Gutsy, not afraid of the moment, postseason dog, and most importantly, the gladiator. Are you not entertained? You're talking. Okay, you're talking about Walker Buehler. Yeah, he looked good. Don't get me wrong, he looked good in the postseason, but during the regular season, I don't know, man. Look at Alex, man, the Dodger fan trying to throw your crumbs towards the Giants. Come on, man. If he's so good, let the Dodgers re-sign him. No, Chardall. Come on, man. Orioles would love young pitching. How about we ship Wisenhunt and Harrison and Luciano and Matos for Holiday? Daniel, holy sh! I don't know if they do that. I don't know if they do that. I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that. What about Harrison for Kobe Mayo? How about that? You want a guy for the postseason or for the regular season? Well, right now you got to get through the regular season before you get to the postseason. We'll see how that goes. How's the Giants bullpen? Giants bullpen's looking pretty good. Have I heard of playback? Asks Paul. No. What is playback? Enlighten me, Paul. Giants bullpen is going to be good to go. I don't think you have to worry about that. I don't think that's the least of the Giants' worries. We got to get that one. We got to get, honestly, the Giants need to get Corbin Burnes. If they want to compete in a National League West or in a National League period, they're going to have to get Corbin Burnes. Have to. And if you're able to somehow swing Roki Sasaki, whoo, you're freaking doing something, man. Bullpen is good as long as we don't have to do bullpen games. Yes, Liam. Oh, here we go. For a more perfect America. What is up? Hey, wait. I recognize the avatar. You used to be, can't remember the name, but yes, I remember you. Apparently, Burnes is skeptical of the Jays' future around Bichette and Guerrero, despite them offering Burnes. Oh, hey, it's funny how you say that. It's funny how you say that because I was bringing that up yesterday. It's one thing the Giants have going for them. They got a little bit more stability with Chapman and Adames being signed to 6 and 7 years, respectively, with no trade clause, right? So they're going to be part of the Giants for a very long time. So Burnes is going to have those guys playing behind him. And and none of them are going to walk. With Bichette and Vlad, it's a high possibility both of them decide to say, see ya. See ya. Oh, right on. Right on, dude. Yeah, I remember. I can't remember. You actually came in with an actual name. I remember the avatar. Take a flyer. Trevor Bauer is persona non grata in the MLB, man. He ain't getting a contract with any team. Any team. It ain't happening. There's something going on there. Don't know what it is, but don't even think about Trevor Bauer. It ain't happening. What's up, Johnny? There are so many power lineups in NL. Yes, Eric, yeah, absolutely, right? Absolutely. Absolutely. Daniel Gomez, yes. Oh, what's up, man? I watched some Willie highlights, and to be honest, he reminds me of Tatis, but with no roids. Okay, there we go. Here we go. Heroku! I told my buddies how Giants fans didn't want Luis Arias because he just hit singles. Yeah, that was a little weird. I get what you're saying, man. I hear what you're saying. We'll see if that transpires or not. Uh-oh. Someone's in the house.
Hey, buddy, I'm back.
Hey, did you cook some marshmallows, man?
I survived. Dude, I got the heat. Actually, I got to go turn the heat down. I'm just settling in, buddy. So I'm going to take I just want to let you know I'm here. I'm going to take about a 2-minute break, come back, settle in, do the show with you. I'm sure you, I don't know, maybe you just wanted to keep it under wraps. We had a fire in the building.
Yeah, I told them they had a fire.
Usually the fire alarm goes off 3-4 times a year. Nobody leaves the apartment. And I was kind of lackadaisical here about an hour ago, and all of a sudden they come on the loudspeaker. It was going whoop, whoop. And then they're like, everyone leave the building. There is a fire. We repeat, there is a fire. I figured that was an appropriate time to throw on the boots and my hat. Get the hell out of here. The internet's been down for the last hour. No power. It's back now, but who knows, Eric? It's kind of just see how it plays out tonight.
Yeah, it plays out. Fair enough.
All right, so let me grab a Pepsi. I need a Pepsi, and I'm going to shut down the heat here, and I'll be right back. All right, guys. But
don't forget that envelope. Don't forget that envelope.
I already got the envelope ready, so you tell the guys how the contest runs. I'll be right back. Okay.
Right on.
Thanks, buddy. Right. Thanks for keeping it rolling while I was.
Not a problem, man. Not a problem. Rain, sleet, or snow, we are here just like the U.S. Post. All right, what do we got here? Daniel, that's a good one. I like that one. That was a good one, man. Matter of fact, Daniel was our first qualifier for our competition. He picked number 11. Let's see what happens. What's up, Will? I see you out there. Let's see. Johnny, I'll see your fire pun and raise you a fire pun. Oh man, shut on. It's all good, dude. Just wait till the end of the show, man. Maybe we'll bring you on. Don't keep asking, dude. Come on, man. You know the rules. All right, what else do we got in here? Oh, yeah. How about we talk about that too? Guys, we're just going to be all over the place just because, hey, it's the off season and we're just trying to figure out what's going on. We can only talk about Corbin Burnes so damn much because there's just no news. Looks like Pittsburgh Pirates are willing to deal either Jared Jones or Mitch Keller. Look at that, man. So Pittsburgh Pirates looking to maybe make a trade. We'll see what happens. Again, I don't want to see the Giants trade. The Giants don't need to trade for an arm. They don't. They need to trade. They need to trade for a bat. 100%. They need to trade for a bat. Not get Framber. Nah, Framber. Well, it's 1 year though, right? Joe Boy. What? Sasaki has no chance. Come on, Joe. Why would he have no chance? Look, is it gonna be tough to get him? Absolutely. But to sit there and say no chance, come on, Joe. Come on, Joe. Think about it. Think about it, Joe. You got a Gold Glove catcher. You got a World Series winning president of baseball operations who happened to be a catcher. And you got a pitcher-friendly ballpark. And on top of that, you got a media who is going to be pretty soft on you. You're not going to be feeling the fire. You won't be feeling the fire with the San Francisco media. So San Francisco would be a fantastic spot for Roki Sasaki. Come on. To sit there and say there's no chance, no, I wouldn't say that. We'll see what happens, man. Is there room in the rotation? Absolutely, there's room in the rotation for Burnes or Sasaki. Absolutely. If you could get Burnes and Sasaki, it would be Webb, Burnes, Sasaki, Ray, Birdsong. And if you need a sixth starter, Harrison. If you trade Harrison, make it Roop. You can do it. They absolutely can do it. Plenty of room. And if you don't have plenty of room, you make room for guys like Burnes and Sasaki. Rob. Oh, man. What else we got here? For a more perfect America says Pirates should keep Jones and trade Keller if they must trade one. Keller is older and doesn't have the ceiling of Jones. That is true. What's up, Paul Fong? Good to see you, man. Harrison has a higher ceiling to Birdsong. I don't know. I like that. That is that. To be fair, that could be true. But right now, I'm liking Birdsong over Harrison at this particular time. San Francisco has never used a six-man. No, not many. Not how many rotations have? Not many, man. It's pretty much it's five throughout the league. Not a whole lot of teams go six-man. Only time you've seen six-man rotations is if you got people hurt. TC, what's up, man? Posey is on the verge of building a pitching powerhouse. Dude, can't wait, man. I just want the news to break, man. Let's see what we got here. Nothing there, nothing there. Hey, let's go back to Santander, guys. Do you think he's worth 5 years? John S., is the Yankees getting Bellinger? I think so. Santander. I know a lot of people were talking about maybe him being a guy for the San Francisco Giants. I didn't like him. I mean, what do you guys? What's your guys' thoughts on Santander? Should he be a guy? Ibrahim, hell nah. He goes, hell nah. He says. Hiroku, no. No, and he has a qualifying hour, so don't want. I get Marcana. I agree. No, sirree, Bob. Rather have Polar Bear 3 or 4 year, not a 5 year. Not for San Francisco. Nah, on Santander. That's the thing, man. There is no way. Eric, hell no. That qualifying offer, man. Look. If you want to lose a qualifying offer on Corbin Burnes, I'm good with it. I'm okay with that. Willie Adames, man, I was skeptical. We'll see. Maybe he's going to be worth it. We'll see. Again, you're giving up. If the Giants do sign Burnes, you're giving up 4 prospects, $1 million in international pool money. So there is a price. It's not just the price in the contract that you give these guys. You're also paying a price, and that your international pool is going to be for the next year is going to be it's going to be hampered. And of course the picks.
Whew. What have I missed, Derek? All right, I'm just settling in, buddy. So I apologize once again to my faithful crowd in the chat. I was exited from the building by my local fire department here. It wasn't my suite, but there are like 500 suites.
Man, it's.
And you know what the worst of it is? You know what the worst of it is in this building? I should have got pictures. So I'm on the 8th floor. I'm sorry, I'm on the 9th floor in this building. And there was a small fire, kitchen fire, on the 3rd floor. What happened? The sprinkler went off. So now their suite is flooded. The suite below them is flooded. There was water pouring into the lobby. It's a mess down there. And plus, it's let me just quickly check. The temperature outside, -13 Fahrenheit. So what's going to happen?
Oh, it's balmy compared to yesterday.
The lobby's quite cold. It's going to freeze. It's going to be a real mess, buddy. It's yeah, what was it? Yeah, well, it was -15 yesterday, I believe.
Paul Fong, don't start already, man.
And I didn't want to. I said, Eric thinks I'm taking the night off. I'm kind of slacking, but I said I better get a picture just to prove that all hell was breaking loose over here at the building. So I said, if that doesn't prove it, nothing will. So yeah, I didn't want you to. I didn't want you to think I was just slacking here tonight, Eric.
No, not at all.
All right, what did I miss? Not much.
I'm just kind of going over. I kind of was talking about Santander. He's asking him for 5 years. Nah.
5 years?
Nah.
What kind of cash?
I don't know, but probably 100 plus. Right? Probably closer to 125, 150, maybe even more.
I guess Abraham thinks I'm going to have some hot takes tonight. Ha ha ha.
Hey, so far, the stream's been fire so far. It's been
on fire. There you go. Just heating up on a Friday night of free fall.
But yeah, we're just all over the place. No news on Corbin Burnes. Just still sitting out there.
I messaged Jarek earlier today talking about that because again, up here, was listening to the fan and it was, dude, I'm not listening to the media anymore and I'm in the media.
Nope.
They were all, it's imminent.
Know, man.
The deal's coming today. And as of 10:29 here on a Friday night where I'm at, it's mum's the word, so to speak.
Yep.
So I'm not believing them anymore. Jimmy Riley, one of my favorites online, he was doing a show today. He did a big show this afternoon, waiting for the hammer to drop. He goes, I'm just out of here. I give up.
Yeah, I know. I mean, and if you saw the thumbnail, I put still waiting. There's a lot of guys out there still. I mean, don't get me wrong. There were some moves that happened today. Two big trades. No free agents, right? It was all trades. You had Devin Williams going to the Yankees from the Brewers, and of course, Kyle Tucker from the Astros going to the Cubs. Cubs are going to be tough, man. And here's another thing, guys. You got to think about this. If the Giants have any kind of playoff aspirations, it's probably going to be a wild card. But if you see the Chicago Cubs adding someone like Kyle Tucker, it makes the Cubs a formidable team if you're going to try to make a wild card, man. I'm telling you, for 2025, Glenn, the Chicago Cubs are putting together a hell of a roster. I don't think they're going to trade Suzuki. I think they'll trade Bellinger.
You've got to be kidding, Eric.
Who is it?
We got a qualifier all freaking ready. I don't believe this.
Man,
there's tonight's envelope, December 13th.
I'm looking. What was the name?
I got to roll back.
Don't even tell me what I think it is. It was.
What?
Hold on. I think someone else talked about it. If it's what you think it is.
I figured this one I would have to give a hint later on in the show.
Oh, no. Okay, go for it.
I think it's the first person to mention it, and I didn't think this would even – I thought we'd have to give – they were going so easily the last few nights. I said, we'll make it a tough one, and God, this is the earliest 25 minutes in.
Good God. What do we
got? All right, I'm opening up the envelope, guys.
Yeah, Chicago Cubs are going to be good, man.
Are you ready for this, Eric?
Let's hear it.
These guys always amaze me.
Ryan Mountcastle. Someone brought him up.
I don't believe it.
We
were talking about first baseman last night. That was going to be I thought maybe if I bring him up in conversation, boom, somebody will. And it's already up there.
No.
I saw a guy by the name of Liam Sales.
Oh, Liam. Bring it up, man. Oh, Liam.
Are you freaking kidding me?
Winner, chicken dinner. Holy crap. He pulls this one.
That out of his
Wow,
backside, didn't he? Holy
dude.
smoke.
All right.
All right, here's what we're doing, Eric. We're giving away
Sales.
go to the game with Eric and I. A couple of tickets. Spend an afternoon or an early evening with Eric and I at a game of our choice, or we all have to agree on it next season. And we're giving away a Barry Bonds jersey. Now, Liam, you got to pick a number between 1 and 12 for the 12 days
You
of
can't
Christmas.
pick 11, 7, or 5.
Yep, 11, 7, and 5 are all taken care of in the prize pack there. So, Liam, pick a number, and you'll go in the draw.
That's incredible, dude. Ryan Mountcastle. I didn't think we'd be able to get that at all. Number 3. All right,
there you go. I'll write that down. Put him in the prize list. Number 3. I thought that would be a tough one. Geez, the tougher they are, the easier they fall.
Daniel says rigged, and he was the first freaking winner.
Rigged. It was in the. I just opened the envelope.
He's messing.
Come on, man. Well, we like, you know what you do in radio or any kind of these shows. You keep them roped in, Eric. You want them to. You keep them longer, hoping they win. And we're already done with it. Jesus.
Hey, Joe. I'm gonna tell you something right now. It has nothing to do with the money, because the most he could get is $7 million. The least he could get is 5. It's not going to be about the money. It's going to be about where he wants to spend his first 6 years in the MLB with whatever team. That's what it's not has zero. When you're trying to recruit, Sasaki has zero to do with money. Zero.
And you talk about your
Can't believe it, Ryan Mountcastle.
I just put the bells away. Talk about your controllability, Eric. There's a word you like to throw out. Talk about controllability for what? 6 years?
6 years.
That is worth the price alone, man.
Absolutely.
This is a can't lose situation, right?
It's a can't lose. Kyle, what is up, dude? Oh, looks like he's his kids are locking it down, man.
Morkatna, he's pretty confident.
100% certain Sasaki will go to the Giants. There you go, Morkatna. Let's go, man. Why not? Go out there. Get it done, man. Sasaki will cry his bonus pool. Yep. Giants don't have much. I'm telling you, it's not going to be about the money. Zero to do with the money. Zero. Absolutely nothing. No worries, Kyle. Hey, glad to see you in there, though. Right on. Giants need sponsors lined up for Sasaki to sell him on the Bay Area. I think to be honest with you, it's going to be more about just working on his craft. No? At the MLB level? Perfect place.
Babe, you can't do that. I was mentioning on the show last night that I had heard and I read you cannot do any under the table deals. You can't even talk about what you'll pay him after year 6 to lock him in. It's just it's an MLB no.
Hans Booby, I'm your white knight. Freaking Ibrahim dropping in Nakatomi Plaza. Oh my God.
Jason, it won't cost much for Sasaki, buddy. It's not going to cost much at all.
Hans Booby. I'm your white knight. Great movie, by the way. You can best. I was just going to ask now, Will, is that a Christmas movie? Yes or no? Hey, it's one of those things, man. It's going to be one of those kind of nights, guys. We're going to be all over the place. What's up, San Jose Sharks? Says the biggest shocker for me today was Kyle getting traded to the Cubs. Plus, Cubs still actively shopping Bellinger. I don't think they're going to trade Suzuki. No way.
I think Bellinger's out of there.
Bellinger, yes. I don't see Suzuki getting out of there.
How about the years? Will you get him? You're going to get him. You can get him for 6 years, Eric.
6 years, man. 6 years for that guy.
It's pretty much they're asking in the chat about the contract, Eric, but it's pretty much a pre-written agreement. You get the money, you get the max money you can get, and you get the 6 years. That's it.
And that's it.
It's just a matter of which team gets them.
Why would they trade Bellinger? Just to clear off the maybe some salary? Maybe. Look, okay, Jim, I have not seen this anywhere. Well, I see what you're saying if they offer. Okay, gotcha. If they offer. Yeah, that's true. Jim, 100%. You're correct. They have no future. Right now, the Blue Jays don't have a future because of the what ifs of Bichette and Vlad, man.
All right, Eric, last night we were talking about first baseman. That became a heated topic. And surprise, a freaking surprise. I was going to bring up Ryan Mountcastle. I saw him on the list of free agents today, Eric. Would you mind? Would you mind would you mind getting him?
A Ryan Fitzgerald? I think he'd be fantastic.
Mountcastle.
All right. Let's do the exercise, shall we? Who do we want to compare him with? Hey, I know what to do.
And another reason we could land him, Sasaki, is the fact he wants to go to a pretty tame media market.
Yes, correct.
New York for either club isn't LA. San Francisco fits nicely into that. If there's any more, there's no more idle media market than San Francisco.
Oh, hold on. Let's see. How do we do this? This should be fun.
Liam says Mountcastle. I was wrong. He's not even a free agent. He won't be. He's still in arbitration. So well.
Oh, so it's a trade.
Yeah.
Let's see something.
Yeah, the quick talk about Tucker being available, then boom, he was off the board quick.
Oh, look at this. What do I want? How do we want to do? Okay. Okay.
You might be right, Liam. Cubs, Mariners, and good old Giants. Ichiro's.
Come on, Giants. You got to get this one done, man. Got to get it done. All right, here we go. All three of them are first basemen, by the way.
Past 3 years?
4.
Going 4?
4. Who would you like?
Well, it doesn't take rocket appliances to figure this one out, unless it's a trick question. I'm going to go with number 1.
Okay, cool.
Door number 1.
Door number 1. Who would be your second?
My second would be door number 2.
Door number 2?
And then door number 3.
Okay. Gotcha.
Bing, bang, boom.
Interesting. Okay.
Get him, got him, done. I was going to ask you, but you already know the answers.
I already know the answers.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? In the chat, who would you guys take?
I hate when I pick him and then it's the guy I don't want.
Let's go from descending order.
Yeah, Dilly says, screw it. I'll take any of them.
1, 3, and 2. Daniel says number 3. Daniel 3, 1, 2. Okay. Come on, guys. Let's hear it. Descending order.
1, 3, 2.
1,
I'm
3,
sorry. 1,
2.
2, 3. He wants 1,
You're
3, 2.
1, 2, 3. 1, 3, 2 says Steven. Right.
Daniel's tricking us. He's going 3, 1, 2.
He's going 3, 1, 2. 3, because it would be cheaper.
That's a good point, I guess, by those numbers. Maybe he's a good player, though.
He's got some good offensive numbers. Eric, 2, 3, 1. All right. You want Anthony, 1. Yeah, 1's got a lot of upside. Here, let's unveil.
It's a lot of RBIs.
A lot of RBIs, huh?
Home runs, RBIs. Yeah. Pete Alonso, Ryan Mountcastle. And I picked Wilmer, too. So if I had to have my druthers, I'd be going with Wilmer at first base. There you go, baby. There you go. Can I pick him or what?
There you go.
Lamont shouldn't even be on the list.
A lot of people pick 3. A lot of people pick 3 as their number 2. There we go. How about that stuff, huh?
Oh, gotta give credit where credit's due. Eric L said Wilmer. There you go. Thanks, Eric.
Yes, he did. Eric went Wilmer.
There you go.
A lot of people
Eric,
went 3
Eric
as their
knows
number
his
2.
stuff. There you go.
Carlos Santana. No Carlos Santana, man.
Wilmer had 381 hits.
Vince says first base Goldie. You think the Giants could pull that one off? You think they could pay Burnes? Look, don't take it wrong. Burnes should get paid, but can you pay him cheap enough to be able to go get a Goldschmidt? Gosh, dang, there is just absolutely nothing going on other than those moves earlier today. Nothing with free agents. Nothing. Just, it was all trades today. Tito Santana.
Any truth to this?
That was a hell of a wrestler. Hiroku, hell of a wrestler.
Adamas said he was going to call Burnes after his press conference yesterday.
Yeah, he said that.
Woo, really?
Yeah, he said that.
What do you read into
It's
that?
happening. Look, even before that comment came out, the Giants were already in heavy on Corbin Burnes. I think it's going to happen. It's just taking some time.
I asked you this earlier in the week, Eric, though. Okay, get back to Burnes. If Burnes, we go day after day after day thinking, even today, I texted you and said, it's inevitable. As this rolls on, do you think there's more at play? Other teams? More talks?
I don't know. It almost sounds like they're just waiting for the Giants to meet. I think he wants to be a Giant, but they haven't quite met the criteria to get him. That's what I think.
I always get fearful there's other wild cards, so to speak, in the...
I don't know, man. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money they're going to be throwing on a starting pitcher. Here's a question. Let me ask you. Hold on.
I looked at his stats today, by the way. Burnes, did you see what his K rate is per 9 innings?
No, I did not see that. What is
Jesus, Eric, bring that up.
Hold on. Let me do this first.
Oh, baby. Is it taking a tumble?
Yeah, but is he pitching to contact more often now? That's the issue. Because I think he's a ground ball pitcher, which is fine. Oh, here we go. Here's the first question, man.
Ella Fitzgerald. We talking Christmas music tonight?
Oh, that's not. Yeah, please.
Eric L says, "What's the Twitter?" You can find us. Just search Giants Sports Talk Live, and you'll find us.
There you go. First question of the day, man. What do you guys think? Question is Hulk Hogan, King Kong Bundy. Okay, anyways.
Cow Palace.
Would you give Corbin Burnes 8 years?
Nope.
What I want to know. Would you give him 8 years? Or do you say, hey, we would love to have you, but not quite. Here, let me bring up Corbin Burnes.
8 years, Jesus.
Would you give him
pitcher,
8 years? Mr. Wynn, no. Ray Hernandez, 7. Darren, yes. William, yes. Nobody is giving Burnes 8 years, says Daniel. Alex, hell no. Steven, yes. How old is he? He is 30. Giving all these guys contracts past 6 or 7, freak me out, says Kyle. Don't want 8. Well, the man 8. Okay. I only see 5, says Mr. Wind. He's 30, so anything over 6 would be a stretch. Okay. Interesting. I say the most you go is 7. I don't want to go past 7.
I think 7 is a stretch.
I don't want to. I mean, it's a little bit, but I'm okay with that. That one. Here, let me look at this.
Odds are 5 or 6.
Let's look.
8 years, 240, according to Stevens. So I don't know. I think it'll cost more. I think if you've got a bidding war, it'll go up. William.
Okay, I see what's going on here. Hold on.
7 with a club option. See, I think
Take a look at this.
7's a long time, man. A lot can change, Eric, in any player, whether it's a pitcher or on field. A lot can change in 7 years.
It can. Hold on, let me blow this up just Is that going to be, that should be okay. All right. You know what we could do? We could bring us down here. Where is it at? Where the hell's, you, look at that. Hey, where'd I go? Son of a bitch.
You disappoint. Whoa, help. Oh.
Oh, let's go back. Here we go.
Big head, but that's scary.
So there you go. This is Corbin Burnes' numbers. Yes, his strikeout rate at one time. Where the hell did it go?
I don't see
there it is.
it on
K
the list.
percentage. Yeah, there it is. It was at back in 2020. But not the kind of, let's go 2021, 35.6. Pretty good. Then 30.5, then 25.5, now 23.1. But look at his ground ball percentage. 49, almost 47, 44, and then back up almost to 48. So his ground ball is pretty good. I mean, when you're almost a 50% ground ball pitcher, you're doing well. You don't want to be a fly ball pitcher. And he doesn't give up a lot of fly balls. As a matter of fact, that's one of his lower ones compared to line drives.
Yeah, but I anticipate, Eric, and this is only just this. I'm just throwing it out there. If you got a pitcher who's striking out 13 per 9, and then 12, and then 10, and then 9, and then 8, and last year it was like 8.1 or some figure like that.
I'm okay with that.
When you got a consistent dip like that, then that makes me believe the velocity is also dropping year after year.
We don't know.
Year.
No, because look at his ground ball rate. It's staying the same. Look at his walk percentage. It's gone down 6.4, 8.4, 6.1. So he's not putting
does that mean
guys
they're
on
getting
base.
more hits off of him?
That's possible. I don't know what it would. I'm not sure exactly what that is, but it's not that bad. And look at his innings pitched: 202, 193, 194. Oh, it's not on this one. It's in the other.
No, see, I want to look at some.
There's his batting average against 226. Isn't 200? Of course, is nice, but 226 is not like they're freaking smashing it off of him. Again, this is not bad. And if you look, hold on, let me see. Let me bring that over more.
So look at that slugging percentage against.
But look at this.
270,
Cy Young.
340, 340s.
In 2021, Cy Young consideration 7th, Cy Young consideration 8th. Last year, Cy Young consideration, he was 5th. He's always in that Cy Young conversation, so he's still good. I'm not gonna trip out about that. He's still throwing a lot of innings. His ground ball rate is still good. I'm not too concerned.
Well, I have a feeling that in 7 or 8 years he won't be in Cy Young consideration, Eric.
Oh, of course not. I mean, come on. But
why would they even consider this?
They always do that. You always overpay every time. The 4 years, he's probably going to be pretty good. His last 3, if it's a 7-year deal, is probably not going to be so much. It's going to start tailing off. And remember, you're playing in Oracle Park, which is a lot more forgiving than other parks. And look, if you want to still be a fairly successful pitcher, and you're starting to get a little bit older, wouldn't you want to come to San Francisco? Because you're still going to have some success.
Nice, Hiroku. He says if you take the Giants out of the stats, his K rate goes down. That's true.
His career ERA at Oracle is under 2. Yeah, I think he's sub 2.
Positive Panda is excited because he thinks he'll eat innings.
Yes, he will. 100%, man. The guy's durable. That's another important factor. You shouldn't always overpay, but that's what happens, Alex. I mean, that's what happens.
Daniel,
look how much the Dodgers paid for freaking Snell. You think that's going to age well? You know damn well it ain't. That's just the way it is. So again, this is Corbin Burnes. I'm not too concerned. If you saw that ground ball rate starting to dip and you see that fly ball rate starting to increase, then it starts getting a little bit weird. Matter of fact, his fly ball rate went down by almost 2%. So that's good.
Here's the stats.
Roku. But still, he's 32 years old, Alex. Corbin Burnes is 30. He's 2 years younger. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I don't know how this is all gonna work out. I'm guessing, like I said, I'm thinking that it's close. We're just waiting for the damn notification.
How
all right, what do we got here?
Will you be?
Got 41 votes. 54% say yes. 46% say no for giving Burnes 8 years. Woo! Wow, guys. Interesting.
So if he signs with Toronto or elsewhere, you're going to be thoroughly disappointed?
Wow, I didn't see that one coming. I thought more people would be against it. Interesting. I don't know if I could do 8 years, man. Oh, man, I don't know. Right?
So talk to me, Eric. Talk to me.
I know Max Fried.
How disappointed will you be?
Max Fried got 8 years, but he's also younger, right? Is he about the same age or is he younger than Corbin Burnes? I can't remember, guys. But he's also, his AAV is a lot cheaper. It's like, I think what is he, 26, 27 million, somewhere around there, give or take. Right? Something like that. Did I get your last question? Hold on, Jim. Let me see. 100%. Yes, it will. You're helping your bullpen out when you got Webb and Burnes able to go 7 innings almost every outing. Huge. That's a huge bonus. Because then guess what? When you get if you're making a run for the playoffs, you've got a fresh bullpen because they're not getting burnt out throughout the season. They're both Fried and okay. So yeah, Fried's going to be pitching until he's 38. Woo-wee. Have fun with that one. Burnes is better than Fried. Yes, Positive Panda. I would agree. Given the market 8 years, 256, 32. Don't think they go for 9, says Toby Fuentes. Interesting. Is it a... I don't know, man. Luis Castillo trade. Yeah, I heard the Mariners are looking to shop in him. Man, I'm still thinking about the whole the Corbin Burnes. I don't know, man. I don't know if I could do the damn 8. Just saying. I don't know. I'd rather pay a little bit more in AAV and go 7. Yes, no. Would you guys be okay with that? For those of you who said no on 8, would you be willing to pay an extra $1 million or $2 million on the AAV to bring for 7 years? What do I think about it? I don't want Anthony Santander, man. Dodger boy, I'm sorry, I have to pass. The guy isn't worth. I'm sorry, the guy isn't worth 2 draft picks. Hicks needs to move to the bullpen. No doubt about it. Yes, Paul. $7 years, 220. Ooh, I don't think that gets it done. I think it's going to be, I said 7 years, $35 million a year. That's $245. 6 years with an option for 7, says Positive. It's not our money. Ain't that the truth, Paul? Brooks, what's up, Brooks? Good to see you. 7, but lower AAV and offer him an opt-out after 3, so he might get another bite at the free agent apple. Ooh, that's that, Brooks. I like how you're thinking, man. I like how you're thinking.
Jesus, Strasburg, he was gone.
But it doesn't seem the only thing I say about that, Brooks, is it's not following what Buster Posey has been doing. What I've noticed he's doing is he is showing confidence in the players that they're signing, and he's given them quite a few years with no trade clauses. I don't think he wants to do the, hey, how about you pitch for us for a few years, and then if you want to testimony. It's not showing belief in the player, so to speak, right? If you're giving them the years and and the money, you're showing some faith in them. And that's what Buster Posey seems to be doing. That seems to be his modus operandi in this offseason.
Still a lot of money anyway you slice it, man.
It is.
Gotta be sure.
It is. Hey, man, I'm going to warm up my coffee.
Oh, all right. There you go. So I was late by a few minutes getting in because of the little incident here. And then I'm going to be on the radio tonight. I'm working midnight till 6 and Oldies 96. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to be playing the oldies music. A lot of Christmas music, too. Oldies96.com. What else we got here? Steven's all in. He's like, just give him what he wants. He thinks Burnes is our guy any way you slice it. So, ain't that the truth? Look what Eric L. I'll bring up Eric L. He had a bold statement. It's obvious Buster's no Farhan when it comes to negotiations. I think he proved that. I think just showing up at the managers' meetings this week, a little more grace, a little more flair, a little more style than what we're used to, huh? And I don't want to, fire the longbow or anything, but just wait till next year when it comes to a day like the trade deadline day. Hey, maybe we'll actually be serious for a change. God, trade deadline days have been a disaster, something to forget about when it comes to the Giants. Yeah, Farhan got played too much. Hey, so are what do you think the Blue Jays are? If the Blue Jays are still talking on Burnes, are they driving up the price? Are they serious about Burnes? I just think that as each day goes on, there's got to be a reason. We were talking on Wednesday night. Oh, it's going to be done. Thursday night. Oh, tonight's the night. And then today it was like inevitable. So the longer this drags out, I wonder if the Blue Jays are in serious talks. They're driving up the price. This is getting heated. This isn't just aging for the sake of aging. I think something's smelling fishy.
You're not liking it, are you?
No, I was just saying to the guys, I think that as you know, I just don't think. I thought this would be in the books and done, Eric. He'd be on the payroll by now if this was going to be done. I mean, we were talking 3 days ago about having this in the books, right?
You know what's funny? Yes, you did. Liam Sales, listen to this. Isn't this a little change of scenery? Scott Boras is 100% using the Blue Jays to get the price up on the Giants. We're used to being the team that gets the price up on the other team. It's the other way around, Liam. Have you noticed that? It's a little bit weird. It's kind of nice to be in the driver's seat rather than being it's nice to be the chased rather than the chaser. All right? Kind of nice. Well,
at least we got Buster in the negotiations. He's proven to be a worthy adversary, Eric.
Yeah, freaking man. And you know what?
He's done already. Look what he's done already in a small window. I mean,
exactly.
Hats off to him.
And it could be another case of this. Could be. Maybe he's dived. Maybe
Eric, the old silence is golden again, right?
Yeah. Hey, it worked before, right?
You were off warming up the coffee. I let the cat out of the bag for our crew here in the chat, Eric.
What was that?
A little bit, not much, just a little bit, and out of my control. A little bit late coming in, but I'm not. I'll be with you for a while, but I'm working overnights tonight for a radio station in New Brunswick. I was hired to work at Oldies 96 again. I was working for them for like 2 years, and I said, I've had enough. They came back with a new offer. Will you do weekends? We'll pay you this much. I go, I am your man.
Well, there you go.
So I'll be playing the oldies, golden oldies tonight. Elvis, Beatles, Frank Sinatra, and a lot of Christmas music.
I bet. Have fun with that.
Yeah, right.
Oh.
Well,
right, what do we got?
Hey, I wouldn't want to do it. Whatever happened to Christmas? So we're talking about Burnes, Eric.
Interesting.
What else? What else are we looking at now?
I don't know, man. I don't know, man.
Are you
Honestly,
serious? Are you serious that you said there's no need for a first baseman? Are you serious about that? What else do we need?
I wouldn't say that's not the top of their list. Maybe it's pitching right now, right? Come on, it's pitching. If they could find a first baseman, okay. If they could find a better right fielder, okay. I like what Greg had to say on their show earlier tonight, talking about how first base and right field are not exactly locked down. Sure, yeah, you could have Yaz and Wade out there. That's fine. But I don't think their jobs are safe. Not by any stretch of the imagination. If they could find something, that'd be great. But we'll see what happens. What's up, brother? What's up, brother? Oh, yeah, he's happy. Yankees got a closer in Devin Williams. Yep.
Darren, I hope we see Eldridge a lot sooner than August of next year.
No. August of this year. You're talking about 2025.
2025. Well, next
calendar. Yeah, he might be a September call-up. He might be a September call-up. There's no doubt about it.
You think they'll wait that late? Guys have been talking the last couple of months about,
I think so.
A couple of months in the minors. You think it'll be that late? Do you?
I think they do.
ALD. Where's the bell? There you go. Keeping the faith.
ALD, you and I gotta have a talk after the show. Oh, come on, man.
There you go. Abraham thinks the easiest path to contention is simply pitching. And he thinks the lineup's going to obviously be better now with a full year under a belt from Lee, hopefully, Ramos, etc.
True. That is true. When you got a full year of Lee and Ramos and Fitzgerald.
Ray Hernandez, would you trade for Yelich or would you trade for Trout possibly, or are they off?
No.
Didn't think so.
Both of them got chronic backs, man. No way. Aaron, that's not a good thing. I don't think that's a good thing at all for them to go to the Cubs. It makes no sense. The reason why is because they're a National League team who's going to be fighting for a wild card. Guess what the Giants are going to be doing in 2025? They're going to be fighting for a wild card. So you don't want the Cubs to get better. You want the Cubs to get worse. Aaron, right? Come on. I would rather have seen Tucker go to the American League than stay in the National League.
I was out the cold too long. My sinus would kill me again today. I was doing good until I ended up outside with about 300 people. Ugh.
If we could upgrade first or left, you mean right field, what would you prefer? Oh, we kind of talked about that yesterday, right? You're thinking first base?
I think first base is your weakest.
See, I don't think so because of Eldridge. That's the reason why I'm saying that. Unless you get a guy who could be a DH.
I know.
Otherwise.
I know, but I'm just thinking about, I mean, you're going to have to carry first base on your back for a while. I don't like that.
Only for a year. That's it. Yeah. I think it depends. Let's see what the Giants do with the pitching and then go from there. Because remember, Buster has been saying all along pitching and defense. Now, he's also come on record and saying that he's happy with the young pitchers that they've had. It's kind of almost like a fallback. We're happy with the young guy. Hey, if we can get somebody, I get it. Trout is such a superstar. He is, but he's also he's not the same as he was before, man. Here, let's take a look how many games he's played over the last few years.
See, the guys, I'll tell you what, we have a knowledgeable little chat here, Eric.
Yeah,
Eric Gale says, don't have to worry about DH. You don't have to worry about it. Wilmer Flores.
Jeez. Who said that?
Hey, it's not me for all of a sudden. It's not me for a change.
Oh, I know it. Eric he's being sarcastic.
No, he's not.
He's being sarcastic.
No, he's not.
Eric L., are you being sarcastic?
I'll delete that chat.
Oh, this is ugly. Okay. Here we go.
There's a good question. There's a good question. It needs to be answered on tonight's show before I get out of here. Are the Giants a playoff team right now, Eric?
Not right now.
There you go. Are they a playoff team with Corbin Burnes added to the lineup?
They're getting closer.
Ooh, there you go.
You're getting closer. You're getting closer.
We're not getting your seal of approval quite yet, but we're getting closer.
Yes. Now you add Sasaki, they're getting into playoffs.
Oh, giddy up.
All right.
I hate thinking about it because it's going to be such a letdown now because we still got over a month. What's today? The 13th? Yeah. Just a shade, a tickety-boo over a month, and they'll be signing that deal somewhere. And I'm going to be up for a big letdown because I want Roki.
What do we got here? All right, here we go. Look at Mike Trout. Look how many games he's played since 2020. Doesn't matter. Let's do 2021. 36 games, 119 games, 82 games, 29 games. I am not touching Mike Trout with a 30-foot pole. No way. For Perfect America, I think Ramos could hit through. I think he could do it. I think he could do it. Look at that. Look how many games Mike Trout has played since 2021. That's horrendous, man. I am not touching Mike Trout. And let's not forget, the guy's getting paid $35 million until like 2040.
Yeah. He's an albatross around the Angels' neck right now, isn't he?
Oh, I feel bad for him, but he just
feel
doesn't.
Bad for the team. Poor team down there.
It's just no.
See, Eric, what happens when you lock guys in?
It can happen, man. That's the risk. Again, it's all risk. But it all depends on how much risk you want to take. I mean, did the Astros,
a team trades for that guy and you can get a lot of that salary eaten? So if the Angels want to move off from him and you take a flyer on him and he can stay healthy, boy, the reward would be huge. But I don't think the risk is worth that reward, Eric.
Okay.
You sign him.
Honestly, and look, it's easier.
You're still going to have to pay a big part of the salary.
Usually when a position player gets hurt, it may cost them a season. When a pitcher gets hurt, that can last forever. That's why you don't see pitchers get as many long contracts, man. It's because people are afraid of that injury aspect of the game.
Interesting.
Trout is due for a big season. Oh, no. I think his big seasons are over with, man. Just saying. He's come out with, remember, he's got that chronic back issue that's not going away.
Yeah, but even if Daniel says, would you DH him? But even that, again, you're dealing with a back injury and a lower back injury, which seems to be chronic for him. Then that's a telling tale. Even how's he going to DH with a bad back? If that's the only thing he can do, if that's the best you've got from him, it puts you in a bad spot, Eric. Eats money, can't get him to play, sits out more than he plays. It's just, and you know what? It's not just the Giants. I don't think anybody's interested in that mess.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Exactly. And I know people have talked about Luis Robert Jr. He's another guy. No, he has a chronic back. I know it's his knees, Fernando, but he has a chronic back problem. He says it's not going away. I can't remember what it is. It's some kind of degenerative back disease of some sort. It isn't going to get better. And I'm not going to be stuck with that $35 million for the next freaking 5 years. Not doing that.
What did I just read there? Oh, yeah, Alex, good point. See, Trout, obviously, one of the worst in baseball history, the Pujols deal. Then Rendon, all the bad long-term contracts we've seen, Eric. You sign somebody long-term, it never seems to pan out.
Well, I don't know. Rendon, I don't know what happened to Rendon, man. That one is just weird. That is absolutely freaking weird, man. I don't get it. Uh-oh, what do we got here?
Right on, Alex.
GM says he's open to listening on Framber Valdez, but doesn't think the star southpaw will be on the move.
That's the guy from Houston?
Yeah.
Geez, they just traded Tucker. I can't see them holding on to him now. I think there's going to be a little shuffling of the deck there, Eric, and I think he's going to be on the move.
They say he's not moving.
What say? Oh, really? I was going to say, what say you? But
yeah, they say he ain't moving. Probably because they ain't getting as much as they thought they were going to get for him. So looks like Framber Valdez will probably be sticking with the Astros.
Yeah, Mike. Garrett Cole, 10-year deal at age 29. Crazy.
What's up, Toby? He's Toby, man. He ever since he's joined the chat, man, he's contributing. I love it.
Toby,
the excitement is there for the team, something we as fans haven't had in years. We're still outside looking in and could be the third best team in the division. Yes. Let's see what I'm telling you. Let's see what the team looks like in mid-January. That's gonna.
There's a name that came up quite a bit in conversation between you and I last year in the fantasy league. Didn't you have this Logan O'Hoppe?
Yeah, guy was good.
A catcher, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was good. I like
Mickey Moniak. Has anybody signed that shortstop, or was he shortstop or second baseman? Remember the guy I could never say his name right? Ringo or
Rafigno?
Ringo? I don't know how to say it.
Rinfigo or something like that. Something like that.
Ask 10 people, you get 10 pronunciations of that one.
Did he have surgery?
He was hurt last year. I had him in then another one. I had him in my fantasy team, and he was just ripping along, and geez, he pooped the bed at the end of the year.
Sandy Alcantara? Yeah. Supposedly the Dodgers might be in on Anthony. Someone was talking about it. Was it in a chat, or where did I see it? Someone was talking about the Dodgers maybe getting Alcantara.
Ooh. You know, there's still some free agents.
Rengifo. Thank you, Christopher. Rengifo.
I don't know. Eric, just that guy. I don't care. Yeah. And then you got Haesung Kim, and then you've got
Ha-Sung Kim and
Haesung to talk about. Could be a lot of sightings.
You still got Jerickson Profar.
Oh, goodness.
You still got Sean Manaea as a pitcher.
Yeah. I wonder what people are waiting for now.
You can have Springer. No thanks.
George?
No thanks. Oh, so what are we doing? Are we doing one of these?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, Lord.
Well, it's got to be better than last year.
I'm already in one right now. I already had to sign up.
You signed up?
I'm already signed up
guys,
in a fantasy baseball.
Guys, let's just hold off on our fantasy league till the spring. Let's just.
Well, yeah. Well, it's going to be starting up here.
Let's get through the 12 days of Christmas and get into the new year.
Yeah, we'll see how many. I think a lot of people are going to be interested. Hey, Greg says he's interested in being in it.
Oh, geez. How are we going to do this? Who's going to get in? How big a league can we have? 18 teams? You can have a bigger league.
No. I think the most you can have is what's the most you can have? I don't even know. I think you want to be around 12. I don't know. I think you want to be more than that.
Oh, by the way, did you know in fantasy football you beat me last week?
Yeah, I think we beat the living crap out of you. That's what I found.
I was winning by 80 some points going into Sunday night, and you had the Buffalo Bills. Your quarterback and my quarterback had 50 some points. I went, this is gonna be a blowout. It's gonna be a blowout. 50 some points from a quarterback. That was huge.
Yeah, it's huge. I know.
He had 20, 22.
Yeah, he had a big game.
53 points from the Minnesota quarterback. And you got the Buffalo Bill quarterback he had 50.
No.
I went,
no, Johnny. It's not going to be like it was last year.
And I had a guy playing in my fantasy league last night. You know what? Cooper Kupp. Guess what he got me last night, Eric?
What did he get you?
The Niners. You know how low scoring it was. He got me a big, fat 0. Nothing. He was targeted.
Yeah, I'm in another one, Senior. I'm already in it. I already had to pay up like a couple of weeks ago. But
I will do a little.
Yeah, Johnny, it's not going to be like it was last year. 100%. What's 0? Who's ever? Oh, everyone's. See, Toby and Brooks must have also had Cooper Kupp because they all know it was a 0. The only way they know it's a 0 is if they had that guy.
Cooper Kupp of all players. And he kept checking the stats. He targeted 3 times. Like, well, he's at least on the field. God, Cooper Kupp. You look at his stats at the beginning of the year, he's getting me 20, 30 points, and then 15. And then he got hurt. And then he's getting 6, 2, nothing. And last week, my running back, he got me nothing. Quarterback, see what happens when your quarterback and your best wide receiver play for the Minnesota Vikings. Don't pick the running back for the Vikings. He had 0. Oh, couldn't win. Oh, well.
Come on, man. I want to see Corbin Burnes to the Giants.
Steven says, what's the next prediction for the next prediction would be it's either we're all in or we don't get him. It's going to be Burnes. That's the next prediction. Burnes is the next move.
Yeah, it's Burnes. Steven, that's going to be the move, right? Burnes.
Oh, you're lucky, Brooks.
Golly, man.
Yeah. Anyway. Friday night free for all.
Absolutely. What else we got out there? Should we open up the lines?
Oh, that's perfect for you to. You open up get some guests.
Yeah, because you got to get going, man.
I'm going to go over and do the golden oldies. Let's see what I'm playing, Eric. Oh, let me move that over here. I can log in. I can tell you exactly what I'm going to be playing. This is technology, man. I am going to be playing. You ready for this? What do I got coming up? Snoopy's Christmas to start the show.
Hey, that's a good one.
And then Ray Stevens, Santa Claus is watching you. He's everywhere. And then Johnny Tillotson, Frank Sinatra. Who else have I got here? John Lennon. So this is Christmas. Temptations, Gary Lewis. Oh, one sneaking in that's not Christmas. Steve Miller Band, Big Jet Airliner. I'll just say Santa's taking a Big Jet Airliner this year. There we go. Cover it. The Supremes. Bing Crosby. Ooh, the Carpenters. Elvis. I call them all the classics.
Fair enough.
You know.
Johnny says that Eric Glenn, do the Phillies win the East again this year? Or does a healthy Atlanta and the Soto Mets surpass them? The Mets don't have a rotation, man. If they think they're going to go somewhere with their current rotation, I don't know about that. And then again, Atlanta, or how healthy are they going to be? True. Spencer Strider, he ain't going to be good for a while. Acuna may be ready to go. I don't know, man. I think the Phillies might win it again in the East. Did they lose anyone of a significance? Really? Not really. They got a closer now. They picked up Jordan Romero. I think the Phillies win the NL East, man. That's what I'm thinking.
I think so too.
I don't think the Mets win the East. Even after spending almost $800 million, or I should say over $800 million on one player.
Well, you know, they got their big pieces there, so they can always do patchwork. They're going to be competitive with what they got.
I think Phillies are going to be much more competitive than the Mets currently. They got a better rotation, and I think they just got a better lineup.
Oh, more depth. That's for sure. No doubt about it. I mean,
Mets aren't done spending. Let's see what they do.
Mets made a big splash. But
what else are the Mets going to do?
The Phillies have added to their lineup.
They need to address pitching. Unless, are they going to trade for a pitcher? They've lost. You got Frankie Montas, Clay Holmes. The kid Peterson's going to be good. Who else do they got? I don't know, man. Yes, Phillies are better than the Mets, no doubt about that. At this particular time, yes. Right now, I think they are. All right, the link is out there, guys. I don't know if you all saw it. I can put it back out there again.
Because they're not all rushing in tonight, are they?
No, not yet.
One at a time, guys. One at a time. Jeez. If you're just joining us, didn't take long tonight. I thought I got real creative tonight and said Ryan Mountcastle.
Yeah, that's incredible. And I can't believe
who was our qualifier, Eric? I got to write that down.
It was Liam Sales.
Liam Sales. So Liam joins Mike O, Daniel Silvera, and Adi.
Yeah.
Adi
Daniel Silvera, Mike O, Adi, and Liam Sales.
So I'm putting them in number order. Number 3, 5, 7, and 11 are off the board. So I couldn't believe that went so early. Son of a. Jesus. I guess I'll have to make it really easy and it'll last longer. Ryan Mountcastle. What, are you kidding me? Jesus. Talking about throwing the dart at the board.
Sasaki is not going to the Orioles. I don't know if he goes. Do you think he goes to any of the East Coast teams? I think that seems to be a thing with Japanese players, right? They always want to stay on the West Coast for the most part. Don't get me wrong. You've had
there have been some
Matsui's gone to the Yankees, and Tanaka has gone to the Yankees.
I think the sneaky pick would be the Seattle Mariners, Eric. That might be the sneaky pick with the Ichiro connection.
Brooks, man, were you who was it yesterday? Luigi came in the chat saying the same damn thing. Dice K. Bregman, where does Bregman? You know, hey, you guys. Hey, how about we do that? Now that off season, we kind of did this with the prediction. Where does Bregman go, guys? Where does Alex Bregman sign?
San Francisco.
I don't think. No. He said that before I even asked the question. Where does Alex Bregman sign?
We got a San Francisco followed by a San Francisco. No chance.
He was talking about Burnes. Daniel was talking about Burnes.
Okay.
Alex Bregman is going to the Red Sox or the Yankees, says Eric.
That wouldn't surprise me. Big market team. I could see that, Eric.
Bregman Yanks says Tahoe guy. What's up, Tahoe guy? Good to see you, man. Haven't seen you in the chat before.
That's true. Christopher says, why not just back to Houston?
Welcome to the chat, Tahoe guy.
Hey, Tahoe.
Bregman, back to Houston, says Christopher. Mike S., Detroit Cubs or Boston Cubs?
Red Sox to move Devers. I heard they wanted to move Devers. I think they're tired of that contract, too.
He's still pretty damn good. His shoulder was giving him problems last year. Bregman to Boston. Bregman signs with Costco. Okay. Let's see. Bregman goes back to the Astros. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I'll be bringing them in a short bit here. I got the link out there if you guys want to see it.
The lobby? Yeah, there was a fire on the third floor.
Where does Alonso go? Does Alonso leave New York? Is he a Yankee or a Met? That seems to be the consensus, right? Pete Alonso. You don't hear anything about these guys, but where do you think he goes? Now that we're fully into the off season. Alonso to the Yankees. Tom says the Rangers. Toby says Santander to the Blue Jays.
I'm not thinking about Luciano at this point.
Dodgers will not touch Bregman. Yeah, I got you. LD says Alonso stays in New York. Mets. Alonso Mariners. Brooks says.
Hey, guys, if you want to join me after Eric wraps up, I'll be at oldies96.com at 96.1 FM in New Brunswick. I'll be doing the show in New Brunswick for those masses who are out and about, and all the police officers and the fire department, and everybody out wrapping up their Christmas shopping early morning.
Hey, did you tell them about Giant Sports Talk Live? No.
I should sneak that in this.
You should have.
What do you mean should have? I should do
that. No, I'm talking about to the firemen down below.
Oh, I should. Well, I actually had to, when they came on and made the announcement, you actually have to, because nobody leaves. I don't know if it's the same way. Have you ever been in a building? The fire alarm goes off in this building, and about 8% of the people actually leave the building.
Okay, where's this PA? Who does the PA?
The fire department.
Is it through the building, or is
There's a big, huge glass wall with all their like red lights and whatever, and they know where the fires are in the building and what's obstructed.
So there's a PA system in your apartment complex.
So the alarm goes whoop whoop throughout the building in every suite.
But is there?
But if there's a real fire, they pick up the walkie-talkie unit and go,
"Hold on,
ladies and gentlemen, leave the building."
Okay, is that on the fire truck or is that in the building? That PA system
On the wall of the building. It's in the building, in the lobby.
You need to get on that thing, and you need to make an announcement. Just who cares?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is not an emergency. However, if you haven't tuned in to Giant Sports Talk Live.
Yes, correct. Yes. Who cares, man? Just do it.
Yeah, I can see me going and getting jail time for that.
And then they're going to tune in.
Speaking
they're going to say that.
You hear the sirens? Oh, geez, the sirens are going again out there. I hate this neighborhood. Yeah, if I hadn't had to rush so quick, you know me, Eric, I'd be giving out the Giant Sports Talk Live business cards.
Yeah, there you go.
I had them right in front of me, too. I should have been running out the door with these things. Son of a gun. Didn't think of it. It was the last thing on my mind. I'm like George Costanza. They yelled fire, and I was like, get out of my way. I'm going.
Who is this? According to Viagra Carlos, the star player Vladimir Jordan has chosen to reject an offer exceeding $340 million from Toronto Blues. No kidding. Aaron, what are you talking about? Harper to the Giants, dude. Dude, what are you talking about, man?
All right, see you tomorrow.
All right, see you, man.
Thanks again, guys, for joining me for this portion of the broadcast. I'm in most nights for a couple of hours with Eric. We're at an hour and a half, and we already gave away the 12 days of Christmas. As
Lucky Liam.
Shocking as that was.
Lucky Liam.
Yeah, lucky.
Our newest qualifier.
Jeez, I still can't believe he got that. We'll come up with a new one tomorrow night. Still, 8 more days of Christmas.
Something like that, right? Yeehaw. All right, take it easy, Glenn.
Later.
See ya.
And don't forget, oldies96.com. You can scoot over after Eric's show, listen to some golden oldies. Oldies96.com. Oh, by the way, Eric knows what I'm going to do. By the way, tonight's show is brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com, Duxwell Printing, GenesisGoldIRA.com, Lefties in Burlingame, and Signatures for Soldiers. How could I forget? I always forget the sponsor. I need a big cue card that says, don't forget.
Oh, you know what else I need to say, too? And I always forget. Don't forget to subscribe and like. Leave a comment down below. Once the live stream is off the air, you could go leave a comment down below. We read all of them and try to answer.
That's
right. But make sure you subscribe and leave a comment.
And we get huge numbers for lately. Huge numbers.
Doing well.
We're on our Twitter. So if you're over there, come on over, join us on the YouTube channel. Great conversation among all the people. You get to see more chat. There's a lot of guys in here. So that takes care of all the paperwork.
Yep. Got the housekeeping done.
And I'll see you tomorrow.
See you, man.
Bye-bye.
All right, guys. Let me go and bring in Marcus. What's up, Marcus?
Hello.
What's going, man? What's up, dude?
Dude, my concept of time is completely distorted. So, what happened today versus what happened yesterday? Like, I can't tell what happened today versus yesterday. The Tucker trade happened earlier today, right?
Yeah. First it was Devin Williams, then right afterwards.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I mean that really, it's crazy how much these teams I feel like are overpaying. Like, I feel like the Yankees gave up a lot to get Devin Williams. I mean, Nestor Cortez, he didn't have the most graceful exit to the season.
Yeah, that's
with
true.
That,
Who
with
else
that
did they give up?
walk-off grand slam, and then, they also gave up.
But how many more years did they have on their contract?
I don't remember. I don't remember, but I remember they gave up 2 players, and $2 million, which seemed like quite a bit. I mean,
well, they got a closer. So,
yeah,
I mean they needed a closer.
Yeah, their bullpen was a real weakness.
Yeah,
them. I mean, especially after Clay Holmes is signed elsewhere.
Right,
too.
Right.
But yeah, I mean that was crazy, and then the Kyle Tucker trade really surprised me too. I mean,
I don't think the Cubs gave up much, to be honest with you, to get Kyle Tucker for a year.
I think it works out well for both teams.
Yeah.
I think the Cubs actually look really, I mean, it's crazy what
They're going for it, man, in
one-
2025 for
yeah,
sure.
I mean, it's crazy what one player does to a lineup.
And I don't think they trade Suzuki. I think they'll trade Bellinger just to clear off that money.
Yeah, they might try to deal Bellinger. I mean, they might still be in talks.
They might. Hey, maybe they hold on to him.
Bellinger, but it kind of makes sense if you have any faith at all in Bellinger and think that adding Tucker to the lineup is gonna bring out the best of both of them. I could see the Cubs keeping them. I mean, the NL Central is not the crown jewel of baseball. Let's let's be real here. That division, you kind of just like make the playoffs by accident sometimes. But the Cubs look really good. I mean, I didn't really dive deep into their rotation or their bullpen or anything like that.
I know they got Justin Steele. They got Shota Imanaga. I mean, those are two.
Yeah, I mean, the first
good
half of the season, Shota Imanaga looked freaking untouchable.
Yes.
They
got a decent rotation and it's young. And now you got freaking Kyle Tucker, and I don't know if they're going to be done yet.
Yeah, I mean, they could be done and probably still make the playoffs. If we're being honest here, I mean, again, the NL Central is not looking too hot, but
I said this too, man. If any team, I didn't want to see Kyle Tucker to go to the National League because if they're going to go to a wild card contending team, it makes it tough for the Giants, man. Because now, depending on what the Giants do, they're probably going to be competing for a wild card, right? They're not competing for the division anytime soon, unless they do something else this offseason. And I don't see it, but we'll see. But I don't want to see Kyle Tucker. I wanted to see him go to the damn American League.
I mean, the National League looks pretty lethal all around.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the big stars from the AL are coming to the NL. All these NL teams are kind of hitting their windows at the same time and competing for slots. And what is the American League doing? It's not looking great for the American League in general. But yeah, no, totally. The Cubs are definitely going to be playoff contenders. And yeah, like as much as I'm optimistic about the future of the Giants, I'm not going to say that we're going to win the division this year. That's just not. Even if we sign Burnes, our division is strong, really strong. I don't think anyone has that compelling of a claim to winning other than the Dodgers. So, we'll see. But I like that our team's ready to compete. But yeah, the NL looks tough. The NL looks really tough.
And that's why it's imperative that the Giants get Corbin Burnes.
I think it's a matter of time, really. I mean,
yeah.
What is the holdup? The holdup apparently is just that the ownership needs to greenlight the paycheck.
Imagine that.
So
no, they don't need that, man. They don't need that.
Yeah.
I mean, if seriously, if it comes out that the Giants lose Corbin Burnes over, say, $10-15 million, that's going to be a tough. That's going to be a tough press.
Very tough pill to swallow. I mean,
yeah, and if that's the case, I am not going to be happy.
Someone said maybe it was Feinsand or one of the baseball talking heads. They said that the Cubs are still putting together a package for a free agent pitcher. So,
well, you see Pittsburgh. I don't know if they'll trade for Pittsburgh. It's within their own division.
Well, I'm hoping that means that they're trying to sign Walker Buehler or something like that.
Double TJ.
I mean, look, the price on starting pitching this offseason is completely ridiculous. Astronomical.
I know.
And when people are signing, mediocre bullpen arms, and hoping that they make an impact or sign it, like putting Clay Holmes up, hoping he'll be a starter, or, the Cubs gave Matt Boyd a lot of money. I don't remember exactly how much they gave him. I mean, it was like in the high $20 million for 2 years. But they have a need, and they're not afraid to spend for it. So, and let's be real, Chicago is a big enough market, even with 2 teams, and Chicago needs one winning team somewhere.
Let me do this.
Aaron Gonzalez, would a closer be good for the Giants? I think we are flush with bullpen arms. I don't want to spend any time or energy or money trying to improve our bullpen when I think that, our bullpen was really overworked last year. Our starting pitchers ranked 29th out of 30 in innings pitched. And they still look good out there. And a lot of them were rookies, or just young talent. So I'm excited to see what the Giants bullpen does next year.
I think the bullpen right now is definitely.
Oh, I mean, they look
not
good.
Yeah, exactly.
They look good. I mean, Eric Miller striking out Ohtani all 5 times he faced him. That was cool. That was freaking cool. And, Sean Jelly is always exciting to watch. He's just freaking huge.
Let me look up this Nightingale saying the Cubs are showing interest in Marlins starter Jesus Luzardo. You think they're going to trade Alcantara?
It's going to be tough. I can't say I really understand what their plans are. Like what is Miami doing? Or sorry.
Yeah, Miami. Yeah, they're the ones that
yeah. Like what is their plan? Like
nothing.
I couldn't tell you. But they're a financially scrappy club, right? Mm-hmm. So give them enough, and everyone's on the table,
Yep.
Now the Mariners are a really interesting case. I mean, someone mentioned the Mariners earlier for whatever reason. And,
they're talking about trading Luis Castillo.
Yeah, the Mariners are another club that I don't really understand what their plan is either. Like, they're hitting, I mean, they came out the gates hot, and their hitting is just gone. And they're saying it's something about the batter's eye, being hard to hit. And, it's a really bad look for them that Teoscar Hernandez left their team and immediately became, the home run derby champion.
Yeah.
But I don't know what their plan is. I mean, are they going to have to deal their Brian Wu and Logan Gilbert, to try to start over again when they have these, starting pitching again, all-time high.
Right. They had the best starting rotation in all of baseball last year, right?
This is going to be your time to get what you can out of them, perhaps. I don't know. I don't know what their plan is.
And speaking of Teoscar, does he go back to the Dodgers, or do you think he goes somewhere else?
I think the Dodgers want to re-sign him, but I think that it's really about all those people that are really sad about losing out on Juan Soto bidding up, and the Dodgers have so much money spent already. Mm-hmm. So it's gonna be interesting to see where he ends up. But I think he wants to go back to the Dodgers. I mean, he looked so happy. I mean,
he did.
He looked so happy.
I mean, you're gonna be happy when you're hitting freaking behind some freaking future Hall of Famers, man.
Yeah. That just has to be. I mean, as much as I want to see the Dodgers lose, that just has to be a great spot to play in.
I wonder what kind of deal. Hold on, let me see. How old is he? Anyways?
He's in his early 30s, I think, right?
Not sure. We'll find out here shortly.
Yeah. The power.
He is 32.
32.
So he'll probably get a 3-year deal somewhere.
Yeah, it could be 3, or if he if he gives him a sweetheart deal, he could go for longer. If he's just saying, I want to retire here and I want to see out this dynasty till the end, he could take a lower AAV.
True.
And keep playing and then eventually move over to DH. Or I guess that doesn't work with Shohei, huh?
Yeah, not with Shohei, because Shohei.
So I guess it is tough. It'll be tough to get him for a long-term deal because, with the aging hitters like that, they decline defensively and you try to move them over to DH, but I guess you can't really do that when Shohei is part of your plan for the next decade.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I have no idea actually what Teoscar can do.
Man, and we can no longer play the damn Kyle Tucker song anymore.
Yeah.
You have to box that one away, man. There's a lot of freaking songs we had to box away.
Yeah, I mean,
sucks, man.
We just gotta have the Corbin Burnes one just rolled up,
They just need to get that shit done, man.
Yeah,
just get it done, man.
Yeah, I'm wondering. I mean, it just has to be that, like,
damn,
Toronto is so desperate that they're driving up the bid.
Can I ask you, is this more Boris?
Oh, I mean,
right.
Look, Burnes wants to come here. As far as
you
we
see what
know,
I'm saying? That's where it just seems too perfect for it not to happen.
But it's true that the Blue Jays are desperate. This is their last year with their guy. They want to win. And they haven't been able to get a single impactful signing done. It's like, and that hurts because they're the only team in their whole frickin' country. Think about, it's like,
that ain't happening. I'll tell you right now, there's no way that he goes to the Rangers. Rangers are talking about cutting salary. They just signed Nathan Eovaldi to a pretty good deal. What was that, $75 million for 3 years? Right?
$75 million.
So there's no way they're getting Corbin Burnes unless they're moving off someone big. They're moving off someone big.
But that doesn't make sense to move off of someone big.
I know.
There's
no way they're paying $35 million plus maybe a year for the next 7 years. Maybe 8.
Yeah, maybe 8, which is,
come on, man. 7 years, 35 million, 245 should get it done for Corbin. I mean, that's paying.
I think he wants to be on the other end of the 250 million mark.
That's what it seems like, don't it? So what would that, hold on, let me look at this. There's no way okay. Here's the problem though. He's not getting a higher AAV than freaking
Snell. I mean,
he's
Snell
not.
Took fewer years.
You're not, man.
Contract.
Hold on, let me see something. Let me go 35 and a half. It's not going to be. That's 248 at 7 years. I'm not going 8, man.
I don't mind 8, as crazy as that sounds. I mean, he is a pretty durable guy, no history of injury, ground ball pitcher, eats a lot of innings. So obviously as he ages, the amount of innings will shrink. But it's not like he's tossing gas, It's like those are the players that you're really worried about, for long term. But I could see him going. I could see him going further, and maybe he's a pretty smart pitcher. He could end up in some relief role if need be. I mean, look at Kershaw. He's not really pitching, but like he's with the team, Right. He can come out a little bit. So I wouldn't worry too much about that 8th year. I mean, but look, in 8 years, inflation is going to be so crazy. We're going to say 35 million. That's a
I know.
Bargain.
Yeah, I know.
So I wouldn't worry about that too much. I'm more worried that like the Giants have some hard cap set on how much money they're willing to spend, and the Blue Jays give them an offer they can't refuse.
Exactly. Hey, Sharks. Hopefully you feel better tomorrow, man. That's got to suck getting metal in your eye. Not fun. Must have been work related, huh? Make sure you wear your protective eyeglasses, man. Come on, man.
Wait, what did I miss? Someone got metal in their eye?
Come on, man. You got to wear those safety glasses. Don't make me preach to you.
Don't get into situations where you have your eyes exposed to pieces of metal.
Unless it was just some kind of, who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
He was rubbing his eyes with aluminum foil.
Yeah, there you go. Oh my gosh. Toby says he's reading Boston, being outside candidate, not named the Giants and the Blue Jays.
Yeah. Boston was one of the 3 teams like heavily in the mix, but then they got the trade done for Garrett Crochet.
Crochet,
yeah.
Man.
And so they've kind of fallen out, but they're kicking the tires, but I don't really see them spending that money. It just doesn't make a ton of sense.
That's 280. 8 years, 35 is 280.
Yeah, 280 is a big number. 280.
I'm already nervous about. I'm nervous about 7 years, let alone.
But if Fried gets 8,
LD, have a good one, man.
If Fried gets 8,
yeah, but the problem is he's also not getting paid as much either. He's only getting like 26, 27.
I think Burnes is just a better pitcher.
He is, no doubt about it.
Thanks, LD. Have a good night.
But he's also, again, just because you're giving him a year less, he's still going to get a bigger look. He ain't getting 218. He's getting closer to 250 plus. So it's still being reflected that, hey, you're getting a bigger paycheck.
Totally. I mean, he's getting paid regardless of who he signs with. It's sort of a matter of like $30 million difference. You know, that's generations of your family worth. You know
Take it easy, Brooks.
So it's like as much as you would prefer to play in one place versus the other, it's like, can you turn down $30 million?
Right.
I don't know. I couldn't. But you know, we're not these people, so we don't know obviously how these sports players conceive of the money. But it's just if Toronto's offering him 280 and we're offering him 245, it's like, well, what do you want us to do? So you're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place with that one.
Well, here's the news that Eric L put up from Twitter. Yeah, by the way, Ibrahim said this all started with Kikuchi.
Yeah, I mean it literally did start with Kikuchi.
Heckmo, 100%. We've been told that attracting pitchers wouldn't be a problem. Show me the money. Yeah, got you. Heckmo, you're on it, man. You're on it, 100%.
Yeah, I agree.
Why would Toronto even suggest this? After what Juan Soto just got on the free agent market, why would they even? Do you smell a trade coming on, guys? Do you think the Toronto Blue Jays decide just to go ahead and trade Vlad because they know he's not going to come? Because right there, if this reporting is true, you just totally pissed off Vlad.
If they miss on Burnes, they have nothing. You know what I mean? Like, so it makes sense. I mean, you're seeing the big packages that the Astros just got for Kyle Tucker.
Yep.
And you're seeing these.
Well, to be honest
contracts.
with you, Kyle Tucker didn't get out. I mean, it wasn't like the farm was. I mean, it was only a few guys. It wasn't nothing.
It was 1 year.
Paredes and was it a couple of pitchers or something like that?
And a third baseman.
I mean, it's nothing crazy, but here's the problem.
But that's 1 year. You know, it's like you're trading 1 year of a player who's going to hit free agency. You know what I mean? Like,
but I'm telling you, if you're going to, if the Giants, which I don't know if they're going to be in play for this, probably not. Well, here, let's talk about this. Do you think the chances of Vlad being traded has gone up?
Oh, I mean, definitely. The fact that they're struggling so much when they already have Vlad on the team to both win and to lure free agents, that's a pretty big condemnation of their ability to win.
Yes.
You know, of their ability to make a run while Vlad's still under contract.
And let's talk about this. does that offer offend Vlad Jr.? Does he go, I'm not coming back to Toronto?
Look, if they offered him, is it a bad offer? I mean, how many years is it? I don't know, but either way, it's probably a bad contract.
But now here's the question: what would it take to get a Vlad? If you saw what it took to get, Tucker, it's not. I don't know if it costs you a Harrison or an Eldridge.
I don't think
it does, man.
Give up Eldridge. I think that
maybe Harrison.
I think we would have to give up a lot of prospects because that's kind of what they need. But I don't think we would have to give up Harrison or Eldridge.
Hold on, let's do an exercise here, guys. Ooh. How about this? Let's bring up baseball trade values.
And we have to think too that baseball trade values is pretty good, but it's a little short.
Yeah.
So
it gives all it does, it just gives you
just on-field production. So it's like
they take into consideration your value as a player, your talent, your contract, and that's pretty much it, right?
Yeah, there's some like marketing value that's really
I want to
not
see something
here.
Do anyone have the list of who
we could trade?
Where the hell is it?
We can't trade Tibbs, so
no. Hold on.
I'm reading the chat.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, people are proposing Tibbs being traded. We're not allowed to trade Tibbs, not because I like him so much, but we're.
He's already gone, so I can't even do it. Whatever. Whatever.
You're trying to see what the Tucker
and what was the value. I think it was an overpay, but you're gonna overpay.
You can see Baseball Trade Values' Twitter had it. I think it was an overpay by about 20 million worth.
So 20? It was an overvalue of 20. Okay, let me see something then. Would it be about the same for Vlad? About 20 to overpay?
Yeah, I would say
around there.
Probably about 20-ish.
Let's see something. Oh, wrong way. Vlad is cheaper in value than it was with Kyle Tucker.
Well, Kyle Tucker's contract was cheaper now.
Well, he's got a value of 16.7. I think, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't Kyle Tucker at like 31?
31.4, yeah.
Oh, interesting. Hold on. Again, this is just an exercise, not saying it's going to happen. But reading that news, I think Vlad's getting traded.
Yeah, I mean, people are sort of doubting that Eldridge would be enough to get Vlad. I think Eldridge would be enough to get Vlad by himself.
I don't think I'm not trading Eldridge out.
I wouldn't
he's
do
hitting
it.
Free agency. He's hitting free agency.
Just to be clear, I wouldn't do it. But you don't need to give up more than Eldridge if you if it was like gun to your head, you have to offer a player. Eldridge.
Man, the problem is, as far as position players, man,
we're thin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we have.
You could throw him in. Hold on, let me just throw some guys in there.
You can always throw in Wade to hold them over, and Casey Schmidt.
Wade's not. I'm not even throwing because Wade's not even anything. Let me hold on.
Yeah, these would just be like to make it realistic, not because they're that valuable. But
where are we at? Hold on, let me see where we're at here. Oh, that's a big overpay. That's an overpay of about freaking 29. Okay. Would you give up Harrison, McRae, and Luciano to get Vlad?
So here's my thing about Harrison. You
that's a 29.
You and Glenn
again with using baseball trade values.
See, here's the thing. You and Glenn and it seems like a lot of the viewers seem to be more keen on trading Harrison than I am. I would prefer to keep Harrison.
Okay.
and trade Birdsong, even though, I understand why you would like Birdsong more. He's definitely a more exciting pitcher.
Hold on, let's see what his what was his value? Who are you talking about? Birdsong?
Yeah, Birdsong.
He's only at 10.
Yeah. So we would have to give up.
See, this is why Harrison is because of this right here.
Yeah, he's more valuable because
of his upside.
He's more valuable. Yeah, like I just think he profiles a lot better for our team and our park. So I would be more willing to give up Birdsong and another pitcher, and someone else. It's like I'd rather package more players than give up Harrison.
But yeah, you're talking about packaging more than 5 players just to get to.
If they're block, I mean, we do have.
Let's
blocks.
take a look at this one. Hold on. Actually, I think you just do this. So now we're at 13. Okay. So who do you want to put?
I'm giving them Landon Roop and Hayden Birdsong. I mean,
what about Wisenhunt?
I mean, you could do Wisenhunt instead of Roop or Win or Birdsong. Like
now we're sitting at 22.
We have 2 of these players. It's like add Birdsong or Roop or Black.
Would you add Camilo?
I mean,
why not?
I think
you can.
My issue with trading Camilo is that I think that if we give him some time, that we can increase his value even more.
The hell with it, man. We're talking about Vladdy here.
Yeah, you're Vladdy. I don't know. I don't really.
Now you're sitting at. You're only. You're going to have to give up someone else. Who else are you giving up here?
I mean, I would rather swap. I would rather give up on like Matos and another pitcher.
Problem is you might need Matos in the outfield. That's the problem.
I mean, I don't.
Unless you move Eldridge to the outfield.
I'm not really seeing that. I'm
Roop?
Just. Yeah, I think Roop and Birdsong over Doval, and that would get it done.
And in Roop, let's see where we're sitting at. 42. Okay. Oh man.
I mean, this would be quite an overpay.
Would you do that? Yeah. But look how many guys are getting.
Yeah, this would
for 1 year. Now, granted, Landon Roop. Look, if the Giants are able to get Corbin Burnes and Roki Sasaki,
and
you can give up on the table. A Wisenhunt and a Roop.
Anything's on the table if we sign 2 premier starters.
And then you can get rid of McRae and Luciano because you got Matos, who's ahead of all those guys.
Yeah, I mean, I guess Mato. Here's
because
they
lost.
thing.
Remember, they lost the reliever in Jordan Romero. You're getting another one back in Doval. Luciano could possibly maybe be a first baseman, right? Because they already traded away Horowitz. He be a first baseman. McRae could be an outfielder. And then, of course, Roop could be a part of your rotation as well.
So part of why Marco Luciano was so exciting was because he had the bat at shortstop. It's like when he's not profiling as a shortstop anymore, it's like
that's not Jason. That's not the point. The point is he's walking, man, and it's a 1-year deal.
Yeah, Jason, it's like
he's walking, man. If that story is correct, where the Blue Jays offered him $340 million, you're basically insulting the guy. There is no way in hell that the Blue Jays are keeping Vlad. Vlad is going to walk next year, and he is not going to be a Blue Jay. So you might as well get something for him. You're not getting him.
Yeah, a lot of people when they think about baseball trades at the professional level. They try to think about it the way they would think about fantasy baseball. And that's not really right. That's not really how trades work. And the way that stats reflect in real baseball is very different than in fantasy baseball. So when you say if this was your fantasy league, would you make this trade? No, it doesn't. That doesn't make sense at all.
Mm-hmm.
But this isn't fantasy baseball. You don't have your player for 1 year.
Right.
It's you're dealing with the contracts of the players
right.
and not
And
about
if you think
the
about it,
quality of the players.
every single one of those players are under control for a long time.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this is gonna completely
To be honest with you,
transform the future
they
of the
might
division.
actually be able to get away with it without even adding maybe a player or two on this one, to be honest with you.
I really think so, but it's really a matter of like, do the Giants want to give up that much? Because while Vladdy is,
right.
Vladdy is great, he's not going to
unless the Giants
extend.
Unless the Giants have intentions of after the season being one of the top bidders. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, but in that case, like, I would just wait a year.
Just wait
I don't
a year.
know, like
it's up to you.
I don't want to give up all these players for.
But if they're not part of the future, again, like I said, McRae and Luciano, they're blocked by Matos.
Yeah, no, that's true.
They're blocked by Matos, Ramos, and Lee. Those guys ain't going nowhere. Wiz and Hunt could be a part of the future, but you still have Birdsong and Harrison ahead of them. Yeah. Camilo Loval, yeah, you might miss him. And Landon Roop, again, you're trading from depth.
We have an abundance of outfield and pitching depth in our
yes, we got outfield and pitching depth.
So yeah, correct. This is what we would be trading from in order to get a 1-year rental.
Correct.
I would sort of I'm not really convinced that this is our time to make trades. It's like I think I would prefer, at the deadline, if we're smelling blood, and we're on the hunt for the wild card slot, totally. I would love to trade from our minor league outfield and pitching depth in order to get a rental for the remainder of the season and seal the deal.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's too early. I think it's way too early to be making these sorts of deals, and I think that's sort of why trading for Kyle Tucker, while that would have been exciting for us, it didn't make like a ton of sense.
Yeah, it didn't make sense for a 1-year rental. And for Vlad, I get it. But if you're trying to do something and you want to be relevant, maybe, I don't know, man. I'm just saying these guys right here that you're trading,
you don't need them.
You're not going to miss them. If you get Burnes,
if you get
Sasaki,
Burnes, you can have to get Sasaki. If we get Burnes,
yeah,
like, we'd want to keep one extra pitcher or whatever from here. But we don't have to sign Sasaki to be a legitimate contender. I think that would be a nice to have. And
Anthony, I'm telling you, the Blue Jays will not get Bryce Eldridge. No one gave up a big prospect in getting Kyle Tucker.
Yeah,
there is no way that if the Blue Jays are expecting that, then they're highly mistaken, because that ain't going to. Not for a 1-year rental. That will not happen. Especially a guy who's ranked 35th in the top 100. Not gonna happen.
I think people are making good points. It's it is about building a franchise, but you know what? 1-year rentals isn't a franchise building move.
Correct.
And again, I want to be 100% clear about this to the viewers who seem to say like he can be part of our future. He's not going to be part of our future through a trade. It's going to have to be through free agency.
Yeah. Well, yeah. But you could, right. I see what you're saying. But if he likes it in San Francisco,
it might help him, it might convince him slightly, but look, he's a Boris client. He's going to sign where the money is.
I know.
It's
like,
man. We're okay. Let's say he'll take a bit of a sweetheart deal to play somewhere he really likes. How many millions of dollars do you think that really is going to be a difference for? I mean, so for all we know, Soto loved playing in the Bronx.
Think about this. Look, how many how many Boris players have the Giants signed?
Oh, quite a few at this point, right?
Right? Conforto, Chapman, Adames, looking at Corbin Burnes. There's a relationship there.
Sure, yeah, of course. I mean, Boris is going to deal with us. Boris is here to deal, and he's going to put his players in the best positions possible. None of them are extending, and if there's
there ain't going to be no extension.
There's some monetary value we can assign to letting them basically take a trial run in our park. I don't think that is in the $20 to $30 million range. You know what I mean? That we'd basically be giving up in excess value. If we're going to be trading, it's because we feel supremely confident that we're going to make the playoffs with the addition, and that is part of our plan. You know, it's like a lot of these teams that are making these trades, they have windows that they really care about to maximize the players they have. We're signing people to long-term deals. We have a couple of years to get our feet under.
Man, and supposedly showing that, and not only long-term deals, but no trade clauses are involved in this.
Yeah, exactly. It's like it's
pretty damn crazy, man.
He's laying down a foundation.
You know what he's doing? He's showing faith in the players. That's what he's doing, because he was a player before.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He's showing faith in the players, saying, "Hey, we want you to be part of this." And also that, hey, I know what I'm doing. I know what to look for in a player. I know how to build a winning team.
Yep. Anthony, to your point, if you think the Blue Jays are going to get hold on to Vlad, it ain't happening. Here's the thing, man. If you either trade Vladdy and get something in return, or you lose, you don't get nothing. You get nothing. You either get something for him now, or you get nothing. Exactly. Because he's not signing with the Toronto Blue. Again, like I said, if that story is correct and that's what they offered him, that's an insult. Now, I don't know how many years that involved.
Yeah, I mean, he's for sure offended. They just offered Soto $700 million, and they're giving their hometown
Anthony,
guy.
You're not getting those type of players for Vlad, not for a 1 year. And if you wait until the trade deadline, you're not going to get him for 2 months. It's not going to happen, man.
There's no way in any circle of hell that you're ever getting Jackson Holiday in exchange for a 1 year rental on Vlad.
No way.
It's just in your dreams, buddy. Like,
right.
In your wildest dreams does that happen.
Right. But again, it all depends whether or not, if that story holds any weight, man.
It's really it's the fantasy. It really is the fantasy baseball effect, where they see the stats,
right,
and they're like, why would I ever trade this star player for, a bunch of prospects?
Because the problem is you it's not just the talent of the individual. It's how many. Again, I've said this over and over. It has to do with how much control you have over the guy as well.
Yeah, totally. Again, I've said it before, and I'll say it again and again and again. You're dealing with the contracts and not the players.
Yes. That's why you saw Tucker go for relative. Everyone's talking Luis Hill and Seiya Suzuki and all this. No, it didn't even take that.
No, yeah, they refused. The Yankees refused to deal Luis Hill.
Yes, exactly. We're talking about Kyle Tucker, who's probably going to be better
in your fantasy team
than
in your fantasy baseball team. Obviously, you're like, I'll take Kyle Tucker over Luis Hill, but that's not how. Again, that's not how this works. It's all about the contracts.
Yes.
That's why, Nick Castellanos is not a great player. But
that's right. The Phillies, they were going to give up Baum and Castellanos.
Yeah, that's not gonna.
Like what?
That's a joke. It'll take that plus Bryson Stott plus Ranger Suarez plus something in order to even think about it, because not because Nick Castellanos is that bad of a baseball player, but because his contract is so horrible relative to his production. Like, if you're just picking random players to put on your team with no consequence for how much you pay them for how long, Nick Castellanos is not a bad player to have on your team. He played all 162 games. He's out there every day. He brought it back in the second half of the season to some extent. But that's not how any of this works. The reason is that nobody wants that contract on their payroll. The same reason why Bellinger has been so hard for the Cubs to trade is because
they don't want to pay that $30 million. Yeah.
He's a former MVP. He's an excellent he's projected to be anyway, an excellent baseball player with, a historical brilliance. But people don't want him, not because they wouldn't just put him on their team if they could, because the contract's so bad.
Yes.
So yeah, just for the viewers out there that are sort of unclear about why these trades happen the way they do. Again, you can't just look at how good the player is. It's not about the talent of the player by itself. It's about
that isn't the only standard that you're looking at.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, but it's easy. It's an easy trap to fall into because
absolutely. Oh, that guy's been great, but he's only got 1 year left. It doesn't matter. He's great. It's just you can't think that way.
It's like, oh, he's great, but he's getting paid $35 million and he has the same production value as someone we're paying $10 million.
Right.
It's like, think about that. That's important to think about. That's why when we were looking at the stats on Yaz versus Bellinger, it was like, look, this is not me saying that Bellinger is a worse overall baseball player than Mike Yastrzemski. It's like Bellinger's going to do well for himself. He's a young guy with a lot of talent, and he has a lot of years left to recover from his dip in production. Yaz is 33 or something.
34.
Right? 34. So he doesn't have a ton of years left.
No.
But if I'm choosing which contract to take on, I'm taking Yaz's every time.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Daily, talk to me, man. What's up, dude?
I think that the Phillies, if they would have packaged up Castellanos and Bohm and maybe a pitcher, they probably could have made a play on Tucker.
They need a lot more than that. I mean, I think you're underestimating, how bad the Castellanos contract is.
Oh, that one's bad.
I mean, you're going to need to give up a pitcher and Bohm.
I'm going to take a look.
And Castellanos just to get rid of Castellanos for nobody.
You know what? I'm going to look at what that would have, because now he's moved. Hold on. Let me go to the Phillies. And now the freaking Cubs, because his value should still be the same, right? Yeah. Oh, I got to see this.
I mean, he's a freaking albatross on their payroll.
He's making $20 million a year. Castellanos.
For the next 2 years.
Yes.
And he's
20 flat.
He's worth just about 1 win above replacement per year. Or something like that.
Yeah, it's not ideal.
Holy shit. Are you kidding
I'm just
me?
thinking Bohm profiles. I think Bohm's better than...
Oh, shit! I'll tell you why they said no. I'll tell you why they said no.
Everything I've been saying is,
Oh, fuck!
You know exactly what I mean.
Okay, here. So those two for Kyle Tucker, right? Yeah, he's still at 31. So here. Oh my God. This is why the Astros said no. Again, this is an estimation, but look at this.
Yeah,
minus 35. Alex Bohm at 25. How do you come out with a negative 10 value? That's why they said no. That's just bad, dude.
And you want to look at how bad the Phillies are in the hole. Look at how bad Taijuan Walker is.
Yeah, that's tough.
Like Bohm and Castellanos will get you debt. That's what it'll get you.
Get you debt. Yeah, no way.
It'll get you $10 million in debt.
That is freaking
that is
nuts,
what you get out
man.
of that. So, we're talking about what we need for Kyle Tucker. Don't even think about Kyle Tucker. What do you need to get Castellanos off your freaking payroll?
You ain't getting him off your payroll.
Plus,
You're stuck with him, dude.
yeah, you're gonna have to you're gonna basically have to completely overturn your roster just to get Castellanos off, or
How many
you
more
just
years
let him
does
age
he-
out. I mean, like that's just gonna be
2.
what it is.
Ooh.
It's tough.
2 at
yeah,
20.
It's a brutal contract.
Well, sans Castellanos, I think they could have packaged someone up with Bohm for Tucker.
Oh, totally.
Because I feel like
Yeah.
Bohm is much better than Paredes, I believe, or at least his upside. I feel like is
It's hard to
higher
say.
than Paredes.
I mean, Bohm had
Paredes, I think, profiles differently.
his first
Then-
good year in the majors.
What's up, N?
The Braves.
What do you think the Braves are going to do, man?
What do the Braves? The Braves.
They need pitching.
They need some pitching. Yeah, I mean
they're getting Strider back, so don't
Yeah,
never
but-
forget
Oh,
that.
he ain't gonna, dude. It's gonna be a while before Strider comes back. When did he undergo TJ?
Immediately,
What's up,
like
buddy?
right when the season started.
Okay, so he'll probably be back around June then.
Yeah, I mean, what the Braves
you
need
think
is
they
for Ronald Acuna Jr. to not get injured. That's what you need.
Now he should be ready for the beginning.
Yeah,
of the
and
season.
Michael Harris. Michael Harris was hurt.
Michael Harris was hurt along. Yeah, he had a hamstring for like 2 months.
And you guys are out of catcher, right? Like,
Pitching.
they also don't. Travis
yeah,
Darno signs
Sean
somewhere else.
Murphy. They have Sean Murphy. Sean Murphy
Murphy's
was
okay.
hurt for a good chunk of last season too.
But they lost.
He's totally good.
Diarno. They
yeah.
lost Diarno. So that's come on. You could get a backup catcher.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's weird because the backup catchers have been signing around the league. I mean, Higashioka and Darno all signed relatively quickly.
Quick.
Wait, where did
Yeah.
Higgy go? I forgot. He went somewhere.
Yeah, he. I remember he signed fairly early on.
Where the hell did he go? I can't remember.
The Rangers.
The Rangers. That's right.
Carson Kelly signed with the Cubs.
Saw that.
Danny
That came around
Jansen
today.
signed with the Rays. Austin Hedges re-signed with
the Royals.
Guardians.
No, Guardians. My bad.
But yeah, it's like all the backup catchers that were free agents are kind of getting.
What
the-
else? The Braves.
The Rockies got someone as well.
There's still left James McCann, or did he resign as well? But yeah, anyway, that seems like there's a lot that needs to happen, I think.
Castellanos. Look at Darren Lee. You guys act like Castellanos. He is garbage. He'd hit cleanup for the Giants tomorrow. No, come on.
There's no way he would.
Maybe under Farhan, but not now.
No, Darren. I think you are. If we isolated just like the last 2 months of Castellanos, maybe he would hit cleanup. I even that.
He's the
I don't
Blake
know.
Snell
like,
of the outfield.
Well, a lot worse than the Blake Snell of the outfield, but I think for someone to say that, you haven't looked at our lineup recently.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we're not that desperate.
Yeah. Now, not after, especially out there, Willie Adames. Willie Adames is better.
Adames and we get Lee back, so
Yep.
and also like
Castellanos, you know where he would succeed is a DMDH. That's where he would succeed. I don't want him out in the field.
yeah, I mean, do you trust?
He might be able to
even
put you, he
then-
might be able to put you up some decent numbers as a DH.
Do you trust Castellanos to play off the Oracle right field wall?
No.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying.
I
Yeah,
sure as hell don't.
It's tough.
Yeah, Nick Castellanos. I think if like we got Castellanos and someone, we could have traded them Robbie Ray, and that would have been like a move that could have happened. But yeah, no thanks.
I like the upside of Robbie Ray more than
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Castellanos.
do. I think he's going to have a better year.
Let's free sign Hunter Pence.
What's
Three
his
sign,
face?
I know.
Shane Bieber also. So Shane Bieber and Strider went down like almost simultaneously,
Simultaneously.
and correct me if I'm wrong. It sounds like Bieber's going to be good to go.
Nice. I guess it depends on how you heal, though, too. You know.
Yeah, it really does. Well, they've gotten a lot better, obviously, over the years with Tommy John and stuff like that. But usually, it's a year and some change, a year or so. So they're going to be close at the very least. Obviously, there's Tommy John hangover, which is what I'm curious to see about Shohei and all that kind of stuff.
He's not going to start the season pitching. So.
No,
he's not. Yeah, they've already announced that.
Someone said Hai-Sung Kim. I think we're out on Hai-Sung Kim for a lot of reasons. One being that he's really not that good. Like he's fine. You know, I'd be fine if we didn't have Tyler Fitzgerald already. But I'm excited to see what Tyler Fitzgerald does.
Yep, I agree.
And Cody Bellinger totally fine, but like we won't not utilize him that well anyway. And the Yankees want him, so as far as we know.
If I'm being a realist, I'm gonna say Burnes, and then if you wanted to reach a little bit, Goldschmidt. After that, I don't see him doing anything. They'll be on the sweepstakes. They'll be in the sweepstakes for Sasaki. That's just a coin flip. It's gonna be. That's nothing you can do more than
pray.
Throw your pitch out there and then whatever.
You think they'd trade Suzuki after going after Kyle Tucker? Seems like they're going for it.
Yeah, I don't think I don't think we are going to see any of the premier players from the Cubs get traded anymore.
No, if anything, Bellinger goes bye-bye, and that's Cubs are going to call it an off-season.
I mean, yeah. Darren is asking, who's a perfect available bat in our lineup that would be able to play the field well for us? Tell me what you think we need and at what position, and I will be happy to sort of engage with the question. But I think there's a lot of doom and gloom about how bad our batting is because there was some weaknesses for sure in our batting. But a part of that, you know, we've talked about this on the show before. A lot of that was the approach, was you know, taking easy pitches, and we had a lot of players that are no longer on our team that were quite poor at this. You know, Conforto and Soler were chief among the people who were really frustrating for us to watch.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, as far as first base, I mean, I know Glenn and I got into it about Lamont Wade. Lamont Wade, he gets on base, man. Like,
the only problem with him is his damn health, man. That's gonna kill you.
Yeah. I mean,
that's gonna kill you.
And we have Wilmer coming off of, you know, fully recovering from his injury.
He's a bench player.
So we need. They're gonna you know, rotate them because they're both sort of unreliable in playing that many games. But yeah, again, Michi's, let's not forget Lamont's start last year. He led the league in
it was good.
Yep.
There you go, Michi, 100%.
Shoulda, woulda, could have been an all-star if he stayed healthy.
100%.
If he was healthy going into the All-Star game, I think he definitely could have been an all-star.
Yeah, 100%.
And he just kind of never got, no pun intended, he never got his legs under him.
Yeah.
I mean, that's been his problem, though, is his quote-unquote his lower half.
His hamstrings,
And honestly, it's
hammies or knees.
Yaz is in the same position. That's why I think they need to address freaking. Look, first base, I'm fine with the patch it together because you got Bryce coming. But right field, all it's going to take is one freaking.
If Matos can pull it together, you know, I think we have, and we're also trying Luciano out in the outfield. I mean, again, this is going to be a long process. I mean, I agree. You know, I want to sign players as much as everyone else, but I want to sign the right players.
Yeah. True.
And this is going to be a team that is going to be many years in the making, that we're going to build on year after year.
Tell you what, let's take a look at this. Who's going to be? Oh, we could take a look at what's going to be next year for free agents. Who would the Giants be? Is there someone out there? I mean, Vladdy
and Kyle Tucker.
Those are the two guys, right? So
Those are the two big guys.
is it possible the Giants just say, okay, let's just keep Yaz out there, and do they go after
Kyle Tucker seems
Kyle Tucker?
kind of
I don't know, man. Again,
nice.
you're going to be
I like it a lot because you save payroll this year, because we've looked at the payroll projections for the next umpteen years several times, and we've got room to screw around with.
And Ibrahim brings up a really important point about Wade, which is he's very underrated defensively. He has that defensive talent, and it's going to be important to have someone who has a solid glove at first with Adames at short. I mean, Adames likes to test his first baseman, that's for damn sure.
Yeah, right. Let's take a look.
He likes to throw stuff in the dirt.
This is where we're sitting.
Clayton's asking me Luis
we're
Arise.
good.
That's
we have plenty of money to allocate.
And I think, what does the CBT go next year? 243?
I'm not sure.
I know it's 241.
It's regardless. We've got
for $100 million.
Throw
now,
around.
granted, you got to take in consideration. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see who has
who's arbitration that's like freeing up so much payroll.
Let's see who's this? Who's number 15? You lose 11 million.
Rogers.
Taylor Rogers, so he'll be gone.
There you go. So that's a huge chunk.
Free up 9 from Mike Yastrzemski will not be here.
Wade, Flores,
and then you got they're going to be all free agents, so you're not going to sign any of those guys.
No.
Who the hell's that 5? Wilmer. Whoa.
Yeah, Flores will be gone.
That's right. He counts 5 million of it though, so he'll be gone. Austin Warren, I don't know what's going to be up with him.
I'm happy.
Oh, Tom Murphy's gone.
Tom Murphy will be gone. So
that's a big chunk. That's like what?
Yeah, but we're going to need to sign another backup catcher. So
yeah,
but you could
nonetheless.
Yeah,
Gleyber Torres. I do not like Gleyber Torres.
No, I don't.
His
bat.
Gleyber.
I wouldn't hate his bat, but I think he's drama.
I also
that goes against the whole mantra of
it does. That's not what
Posey.
No, but again, there's money for them to spend next year.
A crap.
And what's unique? Let's see. Does it show?
Because you're not going to need to buy a first baseman.
Yeah.
Right.
Hopefully.
Oh yeah.
So someone's brought up Luis Arise again. And I feel like asking how someone feels about Luis Arise tells you a lot about how they think about baseball. Like it's a very like illuminating question about like. And
I mean, don't get me wrong. He's going to produce for you.
I don't mean that like in a derogatory way.
Right.
I mean like there are things that certain people value in players, and asking how they feel about Luis Arise really tells you about what they care about.
And the thing I have an issue, it's not as bad. It's going to be his defense, but maybe do you DH him? I don't know.
I
don't know.
He doesn't fit on the Giants team.
I don't know if he does.
See
Arise.
And don't get me wrong, his bat is absolutely fun. He's got a freaking eye. Dude, The dude is freaking, he's won 2 batting titles. So, I mean, it's not like the guy is a zero. He's not by any stretch of the imagination.
No. He's just,
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. He's
the problem is, what do you do with him? Because he's the only position he could play is first base. That's it.
Yeah.
All he could play is first base.
Yep.
And after that, you got Eldridge coming up, and him.
Even if he could play other spots, he's not better than any of the players in those other spots.
I'd take Fitzgerald over Arias.
Yeah. I mean, you see, batting titles mean basically nothing to me. There's a reason why we have a lot of advanced ways to analyze baseball players. And there's a lot of advanced statistics, and you know, people really, you know, there's a certain type of fan who really doesn't like getting into the nitty gritty of the stats, and I get it. It feels like you're taking some, you know, this romantic game and turning into numbers. But there's a reason why that every front office in Major League Baseball, other than maybe the White Sox, uses these advanced stats to analyze players.
And here's the question. Why has he been on 3 different teams in 3 years? Right? Something like that.
Yeah.
Is there an issue there? Why would the Marlins trade him? Why would the Padres trade him?
Because he's a one-trick pony.
Do you see what I'm saying? So I mean, that's fine. If he's that valuable, why did the Twins trade him? Why did the Marlins trade him? And why is the reports out there that the Padres may trade him?
Yeah, I just see people are saying here he gets on base, he's very disciplined, that you value small ball, that he's important to the Padres. None of those things. Okay, like show me where these things actually are defined. Like, I love small ball, but do you know who's great at small ball baseball is Lamont Wade Jr. because he frickin' gets on base more than Luis Ariz does. So
might I just add the fact that we very much so could have our own Luis Ariz who plays center field and is faster than Luis Ariz, which means he can get doubles and triples much more often.
I mean, he got hurt so quick, but you know, Jung-Hoo Lee's bat to ball skills are elite.
Yes, are a Luis Ariz.
Yeah, so let's not act like we don't have a player like that. We do. It's just that he ran into the center field wall. That was his problem. And yeah, but like you're saying that Lamont Wade Jr. isn't disciplined. Have you watched an at bat of his? He's one of the most disciplined hitters I've seen in like a decade.
So we're looking at Luis Roberts.
Here we go. Vince is asking, why don't we take a look at Roberts? I'll tell you why. See those games? That's why. He just can't stay on the field. 2021, 68 games. 2022, 98 games. 2023, career high, 145 games. 2024, 100 games. That's the reason why.
The White Sox also massively overvalue him. So you're not going to get a fair trade for yes, he's a physical specimen. I get it. Those 38 home runs just stand out, but look at every other year. It's not. Yeah. Come on. I don't want to have anything to do with Luis Robert. And like you said, the White Sox are going to ask for the World Series. Yeah, it's too much. And D-Shot, I agree that Lamont Wade Jr. is boring if you don't enjoy the little things about the at-bat. You know, it's like if you don't...
They just want a mid-draft pick.
What?
I don't know. The White Sox? I thought the White Sox would want more than that.
No, they're going to ask for
the reports that I was seeing.
If you're saying, hey Vince, let me know where you're seeing this, and I'll go look at it because wow, that's something.
They did just get the Red Sox entire farm system, so if they just wait a few years and Ariz can just kind of stay Robert can just stay kind of healthy. They're going to have a whole brand new team here.
And I'll tell you what, hey, Vintage, to your point, yeah, if they had Ariz in the lineup last year, the Giants would have been much better. There's no doubt about it because Wade and Yaz are always hurt. That's the problem. And that's something that you need to look at. And I totally agree. I don't think, Ariz isn't going to be a total zero for you, not at all. He's going to be a guy that will set the table. But the problem is he's also not all that fast. Yeah, he gets the hit. But, just saying, you don't also want to block Bryce Eldridge. That's the key. The only way that you block Bryce Eldridge is unless you're trading for some damn superstar, right? That's what I'm saying. But yes, I would have taken Ariz over Wade in a heartbeat. Again, for pure health reasons.
It's fair.
Sasaki in next domino. I think it's going to be. Corbin Burnes. No, it's
so
a different
crazy
Liam.
to
Different
me.
Liam.
It's so crazy to me that Bregman and Alonso and all these other like Teoscar, Santander, all these guys, nothing. Just nothing.
I don't want Santander. I'll tell you why. Because you want to sign Santander, guess what? If you're trying to get Corbin Burnes, you're losing 6 draft picks. I ain't doing that.
No, I don't want any of this.
It's one thing of
I'm just
4,
saying,
but 6?
I'm just saying, like, they haven't no news on them. Like, literally, it's just been quiet as quiet could be. Like, I know Santander. Oh, I'm looking for 5 years. Whoopie do. Everyone's looking for 5 years. So it's like that's not news. But it's just it's crazy to me that all these guys. There's just been no like. No one signed. No chatter. Nothing crazy going on. Because it's not like they're nobodies. They're substantial bats. Like you've seen all the tiny little backup catchers and like insignificant relief pitchers and all that kind of stuff get signed like hotcakes. But as soon as it comes to like the big ticket items, they're all stalled out right now.
Right. Man, I don't know.
And the superstars already signed.
I want Corbin Burnes the freaking side so we could get on.
We just so we can get on to the
man.
It's
get it done, man.
You
stop squabbling over this 15 or 10 million. I don't know if that's what it is, but if that is what it is, just get the shit done, man.
Yeah, it might be the structuring. It might be, we who knows.
Yeah. It doesn't take that long to structure. It don't take that long.
Yeah, it should.
I hope it's the intricacies.
Look, I get 1, maybe 2, but now we're going on 3 days now?
Yeah.
What I'm hoping started on Wednesday, right?
Is that
who knows, Sonny?
It's like they've figured out this is how much you're going to get for how long. We're going through all the incentives and like the back end stuff. Like, oh, if you are Cy Young, then you get such and such and that kind of a thing. Like, I'm hoping it's the small, like fine print stuff that they're trying to hash out.
You know what I think it is? I think he's asking the next free agent. I think they make I think they're already making a huge pitch. It's maybe Sasaki. I don't know if they try to get another. Would they reunite with Sean Manaea? He's going to cost you 2. Is he worth the 2 draft picks? Burnes is, but is Manaea?
No, I don't think so. You'd be better off signing Bueller.
I don't want.
Admittedly, I really like the idea of signing Sean Manaea with his lower arm slot overall. Like as a player, not considering the cost of the draft picks, but I don't think he's the right move for us.
Right. I don't want Flaherty. I don't want Walker Buehler. I don't want Manaea. I don't want Jose Quintana. Who else is out there?
You're out of pitchers.
Tommy Kahnle, the guy that pitched 30 changeups in a row or whatever.
Oh, see, he's not a starter. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I
don't. So I think the next it's don't start with the Sagano. Oh, dude, don't want.
That's
Flaherty.
what I'm saying.
I don't want Flaherty. I do not want.
If they don't get Burnes, they're not. I don't think they're going to get a pitcher. I think they're just going to stand.
They're going to go with the young guys, 6-man rotation.
I think I think you're right. I think they just stick. They stick with because Posey has already said that. Posey's already come out and said, we're gonna. I like our young group of pitchers. He's already said that.
Think about this, okay? Posey has a vision for what he thinks our team should look like, and he's not going to spend big money on players he doesn't think fit into that paradigm. So as much as you and I or whoever else might like these players, if it doesn't fit into Posey's vision of the team, of the dynasty that he's trying to build, he's not going to spend money on them. He's not going to lose draft picks for them. It's like that's not his MO as far as we can tell. Yes, Burnes is perfect in every way, and I would love to sign him yesterday. But it's not. He's one of the only free agents remaining that I feel that way about.
Yeah,
I like Alonso.
I mean, yeah, I still like Alonso, and I would still offer Alonso a lot of money, but that's
That
me.
ain't happening with the Giants.
And I don't
No,
think the
it's
Giants.
not.
I don't think Posey sees that. You know,
No.
I don't think that's part of
And
it.
it's not the play. It's not the smart move if you're looking at the
It's
Giants.
not.
But
If they had no
dreamers
first
be
coming up,
dreamers.
maybe.
I don't think Posey wants a first baseman.
No, I don't think he does either. I think he's happy with keeping Wade for that year because he knows Bryce Eldridge is coming up.
And look, Wade is not that bad. Like I just
it's his health, man. That's the problem.
It's his health. It's his health.
That's
but
the problem. He's not going to stay healthy during the entire year.
We have plenty of players we can cycle through to cover first base,
and that's what's probably going to happen.
Wait for the right guy. Yeah,
it's like going to be probably a Flores and a Wade at first base platoon.
Yep,
probably going to happen.
You know, and
then again, it's not because of his talent; it's because his legs can't handle it, man. It can't.
I mean, think about Posey.
And that's why is another. That's another one.
I mean, putting this another way, right? Posey is building his dream car from scratch, and he's getting the perfect parts for his car. And rather than spend a lot of money on parts that he doesn't want, he's spending a little money on things that keep the car running until he gets the perfect part.
Right.
So that's kind of his plan.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to say that I want him to push to pay for these expensive parts just to keep the car going a little faster. I want him to get the right parts and build his dream car.
Jay Shurnet's, that is a possibility. I just don't see them doing. I don't think the Giants have. I don't think they have an issue going over to CBT, but I think they're going to go over to CBT for specific players, and I don't think Alonso is one of them.
No, and you'd better off signing Burnes and then Goldschmidt, which I still think that's what's going to happen. They'll sign Burnes, and then if they do anything else, it will be Goldschmidt. And if not, then it's probably just they're going to take their gloves off and say that was that going into next season. And then, like I said, just say a prayer for Sasaki, and if it happens, great. If not, then it's fine because you've got what you've got, and you're going to go into the next season with a fully healthy team and a solid rotation. Your bullpen didn't change a lick, so you're good on that front.
It got better, even.
And then
your bullpen got better just from experience.
Yeah, and then you've got your whole offense, and it's fine.
Oh,
yeah, that'd be great.
Look, if we sign Burnes, if we sign Burnes, anything else that Posey does is just freaking great.
Yeah, bonus. It's just bonus.
Because you got to remember, Willie Adames isn't taking as much on these first 2 years.
No, I mean,
so it's possible that he could do that.
He
could put Goldschmidt as a DH the following year when
totally
Eldridge is ready to go.
I don't mind that. I mean, they're not going to be that expensive.
You got to think about this. You got former Gold Glove at first base. You got a Gold Glove at third base. The shortstop is better than what it was. I don't think he's going to be a Gold Glover, but Adames is better.
We have a Gold Glove.
Fitzgerald, I think you're setting him up for success at second base.
Yeah, exactly. No, totally.
What was the dude who
a future Gold Glover in center field?
I don't want people like Josh Naylor. I don't like Josh Naylor, man.
I don't mind Josh Naylor, but I don't want to trade for him.
He'd cost too much.
No way. I don't want him, dude. He had like one good year.
He's also not actually a power hitter.
And
no, he's not.
He's a big guy, but he's not a power hitter.
And you got to play some damn defense too, dude.
I don't remember how bad. I don't remember his defensive stats or anything. But
here, let's take a look.
I don't really see it for us.
Look. I mean, come on, man. I'd rather get Goldschmidt than freaking Josh Naylor.
If you think that we are,
I don't know about that. I think I take.
Oh, come on. Hold on. Watch. Let's do this.
If you gave me both of them for $0 and I had to choose one, I would choose Josh Naylor.
Really? Let's see this. Hold on.
Naylor's not a bad player.
No, he bats for average.
Yeah,
historically. Last year was weird. Last year he decided I wanted to lift and launch, but
Vintage
Still.
Oddball Card says we're still a 4th place team with Burnes and Willie. If you think that we are worse
not
than
even
the Arizona Diamondbacks with Corbin Burnes and Willie Adames, I don't even know what to say to you, man.
Yeah, I disagree.
What do you
with that
want?
statement.
What do you want, man? Like, look at the
Come
player.
on, man. No way. You're talking about an older Goldschmidt as well.
Yeah, but if you're doing the last 4 years, Goldschmidt won the MVP in 2022. So
Yeah.
Look at the last-
the
Yeah, I
last
know.
2 years, the last 2 years have been rough. He's
They've
shown
been a
his
little bit.
age.
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. But look at Josh Naylor though, too, man. I mean, that's not exactly lighting it up.
No, it's also not bad.
No, he's
fine.
Josh Naylor's totally.
Who would be easier?
adequate player.
Paul Goldschmidt, you just got to pay a few.
Yeah,
freaking bucks.
absolutely. No,
Josh Naylor, you gotta
that's
trade.
where
Goldschmidt's
that's where it
looking for
becomes
his
the
last
deal.
contract. You know,
I'd much rather have Goldschmidt than Josh Naylor.
I mean, Goldschmidt has.
You've seen him
chance
run
to
up the
burn
line,
us.
dude. Come on, that's exactly the opposite of what the Giants are doing. If you got Fitzgerald at second and Willie Adames at shortstop, you're adding a little bit more speed to your roster.
Do you know what stat
I mean, Goldschmidt, I think he had like double-digit steals last year.
I believe you are correct with that.
That's crazy. So he's still got a little bit of freaking get up and go.
Yeah. Do you know what's a funny stat I learned the other day? Did you know that Pete Alonso leads the league in scoops among all first basemen
No kidding.
I love that.
with 39 of them?
Oops.
I love that.
And I think that's 10
Just-
more than the next highest person.
Sign Goldschmidt for 2 years.
Lindor
think
be
it's-
throwing scuds over to him.
Which I think is really amusing.
Get
I don't-
Burns, get Sasaki, sign Goldie, and I would be happy.
Oh yeah,
I would
then
be
you're on
fine
cloud
even if
nine
we
at that
didn't
point.
sign Goldschmidt, but Santana's
that.
also totally. He just won a Gold Glove. I'm not going to be upset about signing Carlos Santana.
No,
Like, it doesn't. We're not going to pay them a lot. They're going to be fine.
I
These are sort of like whatever, like lateral moves. We're adding a little bit of money onto our payroll for a slight improvement at a position, like whatever.
Only thing I like about Paul is he could help Bryce
Eldridge.
as well. He could.
Yeah, there's something to that. For
There's
sure.
some because they're both big dudes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, for sure. Now, I'm not gonna scoff at signing Paul Goldschmidt.
no.
It's totally within the realm of possibility, and it's.
And to be honest with you,
completely
look, if Wade wasn't so injury prone, I'd say okay, keep Wade for as a bridge. But I just don't trust his legs, man. The last 3 years.
Look, if his legs give at the start of the season, he's going to be good, and then if his legs give
absolutely,
out,
he will be. And then it's
if his legs give out, then we can trade for someone at the deadline. It's like it's
that's
not
true.
that big a deal.
That's true.
He's going to last us to the deadline.
Yeah, that's a good.
That's the important part. Is that between him
Or
and Wilmer,
maybe
will
just
have someone-
maybe you last until September, and then they'd call up freaking Eldridge.
Yeah, that could be it too. It's that they don't see them that they need these players for the full season. They think maybe Eldridge will come up towards the end. I mean, that's possible too. And yeah, Wilmer was really, really, really bad last year. I mean, but he was decent the year before.
He
and
was good the
playing
year
through.
before,
He was
but-
playing through injuries. Maybe he's better. Like I don't know.
Mm.
And Steven, again, we might not need him the full year. We don't know. And maybe his hamstrings will hold together, for long enough for us to trade for someone at the deadline.
Mm.
None of this matters that much. Really what we need is to make sure we sign Burnes, and if we get another bat, that's great. But I mean, going into this offseason, before we signed anybody, and I had told you that we signed Corbin Burnes and Willie Adames, would you not be over the moon?
Mm.
I mean, come on.
That's true.
Come on.
That's true.
We signed 2 of the top 5 free agents for the
True.
offseason.
Yeah, that's damn good. Yeah, we're getting a little bit greedy, aren't we?
Pretty damn good. We're getting greedy, and you know,
Absolutely.
I like.
You know why? Because we've been in such the doldrums.
It's like, oh wow, something
One
good happened.
more. Yeah.
Give us more. Give us more. We're
Yeah.
gorging ourselves. You know, it's like we were in a drought and we had seen water for the first time, so we're diving headfirst into the pool. You know, that's kind of what we're doing here.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm really happy with the upgrades. I mean, you have to think about too, our players are improving. We didn't have tons of old guys that, you know, are aging out of their peak. We have a lot of young players that were kind of thrust into the lineup either prematurely or without a ton of experience, and they still ended up putting together some runs and putting together an okay ball club. You know, not great, but I think one of the real highlights of last year was that the rookies kind of got to show us what they can do and get a little bit of playing time. And now that we're making these signings and putting some veterans and in their prime into the lineup, I'm excited for what we can do. I mean, we get a full season of Heliot Ramos after gets a full spring training with a starter spot guaranteed, and having crushed left-handers. I mean, crushed left-handers last year. And we had that run with Tyler Fitzgerald where he looked like frickin' Barry Bonds. I mean, that was cool. He strikes out a lot, but you know, he's learning. He's getting better. He's finally going to get to play a position that's not that defensively demanding. And you know, go into it knowing that he's going to get a spot. There's a lot to be excited about. I mean, it's pretty
Let's
abnormal.
just get this Burnes. Let's get this Burnes freaking done
Deal
with,
done.
and then we can figure out what to do next.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
I'm not sleeping on Sasaki. I'm not saying that he's going to, but I don't think the Giants are out of it. Not by any stretch of the imagination. That would be if they land Burnes and get Sasaki, dude. That's absolutely
a beast
huge.
of a rotation.
If we get Burnes or Sasaki, I'm buying another jersey.
Nice.
Yeah, well, that's fair.
All right, guys, I'm gonna get the heck out of here. I'm gonna get out of here.
It's like I'm falling asleep.
Sounds good.
Marcus, Dilly, thanks for hanging out, man. Appreciate it, guys.
For sure.
Yep. Thank you.
Peace
See you guys. All right, guys. There was a Dilly and Marcus. They always come in and have helped me out here. It's awesome. It's good to be able to talk baseball, man. Hey, appreciate you guys hanging out here on a Friday night. Going to close it down. We'll be back here Saturday night, 8:00. Is there going to be Burnes news? We have no idea. Have absolutely no idea. Hopefully, maybe, but let's see what happens. All right, enjoy the rest of your guys' evening with whatever's left of it. Got an hour left for Friday. And then, like I said, be back here tomorrow, 8:00. We will see you tomorrow. Woo!
You've been watching Giant Sports Talk Live with Eric and Glenn, a Northern Lights Entertainment Broadcasting production.